1, 2, free, A, B, C, do, re, mi, testing 1, 2, free. Is this working properly? Let's see, let's see. My oh my. Can you tell I haven't streamed in a long time? Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. All right, I see Pointless Ink in the chat. I see Austin. Good to see you, Austin. John Carlos. Good to see you. Good to see you. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the stream, before we get to the main event, let's give it a moment for people to arrive. I don't want them to miss. Shit. I don't want to say big event again. The feast? The banquet? You guys know what I mean. Good to see you too, Austin. Good to see ya. Oh my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. Do I have a stream for all of you? Devolution, hello. Hello, hello. Who is adding me? Who is this? What? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I need to check that out. That's fucking funny. My friend just sent me a link to a video. And, oh man. They mentioned me? Oh, what? Why? Oh, I need to check that out later. You guys don't know the context, but that's okay. I'll leave it a mystery. How is everyone doing? How are y'all doing? Have y'all been playing Remnant 2? If you guys watched my last video, you know I've been playing a lot of Remnant 2. Don't worry, I will be playing other games and covering other games as well, but let me indulge in my Remnant 2 addiction for the time being. Please, indulge me for but a moment. Oh, how loud is this fan? Because I don't want to burn to death in here. I can imagine this would get annoying. I'll sweat through it. Oh, man. Hope there wasn't too massive a stream delay. Chat, I need to know. Have y'all been playing Remnant 2? Good lord. Fucking love the game so much. Absolute blast. I'm so happy to see the positive reception. Oh, no problem, Austin. I gotcha. A lot of people in that position with modern games. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright, man. Glad to hear you're doing alright. Been a crazy-ass year, especially in terms of weather. Jesus Christ. Mother Nature. Whew. Ooh, this is a rough year for her. Titan, hello. Titan. Are you new? Hey, Titan. I feel like I've seen you before, or have I? Mutated Cutie, what a name. Hey, hi, how you doing to you? I think these are new people. You haven't played 1 yet? Aw, John. John, let me know when you get around to playing 1. It's so good. It's so good. I love the Remnant games so much. Chronos 2. Love the series. Love the From the Ashes series, as it were. Spartan, hello. Welcome to the chat. Okay. The people's are starting to arrive. The people are here, so we can get into it, talk about the premise of the stream in just a second. First off, oh, Jason, hello! Hey, hi, how you doing to you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome one and all. Alright, now before we get into dismantling these fucking garbage videos, these garbage reviews of Remnant 2, I just want to mention, I need to mention for my own sake, I do have a donation fundraising goal for this stream, and that's a new pair of headphones. Because my current pair of headphones are falling apart. No, literally, they're literally falling apart. Like, how do I describe this? The foam, I don't know how to describe headphones. The foam things that go around your ears, like, are tearing apart and falling off. And not just that, I've been having issues with these headphones lately. They're running out of power a lot more faster. They're wireless headphones, but I basically have to keep them wired because something about them, they're running out of power when they're wireless way too quickly, and the wire itself is also falling apart, and I've been having glitches and issues where I have to turn the headphones on and off again to make them work properly. My headphones are dying, basically. They're falling apart. And unfortunately, I can either get a cheap, shitty pair of headphones that will sound awful, or if I want a decent pair of headphones, they all cost 80 to over 100 Canadian dollars, which is so goddamn ridiculous for a pair of headphones, just wanting a pair of decent headphones. So I've set up a fucking donation goal. I've set up the headphones fund. This is so I can get a decent pair of headphones that don't sound like garbage and aren't falling apart. It's hard to do work when, you can't hear anything coming from your computer, because I don't have speakers. Keep in mind, folks, I don't have any speakers. All I have are headphones. So, I lose the headphones. It's gonna hurt operations a fair bit. So, for the next couple streams or however, the headphone fund is in place. Now, with the headphone fund discussed, let us move on to the main course. We have some garbage videos to dismantle. So let's set this up. Put that there. I'll have you there. Billy Donuts, hello! Hello, Billy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. You came just in time. We're about to get into the thick of it. Alright. So, Remnant 2, everybody. Remnant 2. Oh, let me pull this up. Remnant 2. Latest game from Gunfire Games. The developers, previously, Vigil Games, the developers... Whoa, no, that's the wrong fund. That was already cleared. How do I get rid of that? There we go. Boom. Let me get the correct fund up, because you guys already helped me with that. Paste duplicate. There we go. Headphone fund. Alright. Remnant. Wait, whoa. What was that in chat? What did I see? Mutated Cutie? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Wait, can I give you a heart? I can. What is this new chat feature? What does this do? I don't understand. I'm just gonna give you a bunch of hearts. I can just give you hearts? I guess? I don't know what that does. No, I don't want to put you in a timeout. I just want to... Well, thank you, Mutated Cutie. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm glad you're playing Remnant 2, Billy Donuts. Really happy to see that. Here, chat, let me put you here. There we go. Shit, ignore my embarrassing number of hours in the game. Wait, I can use chat to cover it up. No, it's still there. But then I'm covering up Remnant 2. Ah, god damn it. Anyway, so Remnant 2 is out. The reviews are very positive. They'd be overwhelmingly positive if it wasn't for some technical issues on PC, but as you can see, the vast majority of people are loving it, and it is doing well. I've been playing it, I've been loving it. If you guys watched my most recent video on Remnant 2, going over like initial impressions, I post one on debate. Really, Faison, I'll check that out. Oh, man. But yeah, Remnant 2. And also, I believe Remnant 2 has been, like, doing so well. Not just critically, but also financially. Let me see. Is it still in the top sellers? Yes, it is! It is currently the third top-selling game on Steam right now. It was the #1 top-selling game only a few days ago. I understand why Baldur's Gate 3 is top-selling right now. It just came out, and hell yeah. Hell yeah. Or, no, it's about to come out. It's about to come out. And people are super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Happy for Larian Studios. But Remnant 2 has been in Steam's top sellers for a couple weeks now. I'm so happy for Gunfire Games and their most recent success. I'm so happy so many people are playing the game and loving the game. And I'm so glad that so many are in agreement that Remnant 2 is a Game of the Year contender, if not, at the very least, a Game of the Year nominee. It may not beat Zelda Tears of the Kingdom or Resident Evil 4 Remake or there's some other. Where's the other games? Oh, Final Fantasy 16. That's a lot of people's Game of the Year. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a lot of people's Game of the Year, etc., etc. But I'm glad Remnant 2 is in the Game of the Year conversation because it's so goddamn good. It's such a good game, so well made, such an improvement from the original, and it's so consumer friendly. Now, while the vast majority of people are loving Remnant 2 and agree that it's a good game, like any game that releases, there's going to be the naysayers, there's going to be those who disagree and have other opinions. And let me just get one thing straight. You are allowed to not like Remnant 2. If you don't like Remnant 2, that's fine. Not everyone's going to like everything. I get that. Totally get that. Again, there are some genuinely fantastic video games that are again, I cannot argue that they are objectively very good video games. I just personally don't have fun with them. I don't like them. Doesn't mean they're not good games. I don't mind if you don't like Remnant 2. When you tell lies about the game, when you tell lies and you say ooh, this is bad, and this is bad, and this is bad, and then you provide no evidence and don't justify your stance or justify your accusations, then I take issue. Then I have the problem. Because we're no longer having a discussion about your opinion, we're talking about the objective qualities of the game, and if you're going to say, oh, Remnant 2 does this bad, you have to provide evidence and prove it. Basics. Basic, how do I describe this? Basic debate? Basic deduction? CWP, hello, welcome. Yes, roasting some bad videos and bad articles too. I have an article that's already become a bit infamous in the Remnant 2 community. We will be covering. Jack, hello, welcome to the stream. 20 hours yourself. I hope those are 20 hours well spent and you are enjoying yourself, Jack. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Wait, that's not correct. Oh, that is correct. All right. So, Remnant 2. Good game. I love it. Of course, there were going to be some people who didn't love the game. And that's fine. But there's a difference between not liking the game. Big difference between not liking the game and lying about the game. Exactly, Jack. Show receipts. You can't just say shit without consequence. You can't just make claims and baseless accusations and not have any substantial evidence or points to back it up. Beat the first game twice. Happy to hear, Jack. Happy to hear. So, we have this review from Push Square. They're a PlayStation-focused YouTube channel. I'm disgusted their video has so many likes. It deserves so many more dislikes. Oh my god. It's such a bad video. And we'll get into why. I have a strong feeling people who just like the channel and like PlayStation like the video and didn't actually listen to a word that was said by the reviewer. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get into what this reviewer says. And then we're going to get to a wackadoo, crazy-ass Steam review that got posted on the Remnant Reddit. Holy shit, this one's a fucking doozy. We will get to this one. And then we will get to the infamous Remnant 2 Polygon review by the one and only Ian Walker. How this guy still gets work and is still writing articles to this day baffles me. Such a clown. Such a clown. But first, the Push Square review. I warn you, for those of you that have played Remnant 2, this video is going to hurt. It is, how do I put it, a great deal of cringe. So much cringe. Oh boy, but we're about to get into it. You guys let me know if the video is too loud, if the volume of the video is too loud or too low. I will adjust the volume as needed. Okay, let's get into this garbage. Oh yeah, Phazon, I watched that video. It's not a bad video. Bad title, because gaming is not ruined, but I actually agree with that guy's points. What was it? Darth Diablo 4? Yeah, that video you showed in the Discord, Phazon, I checked it out. I agree with what he's saying. I believe video game discourse and video game discussions is very much fucked up. Very fucky-wucky. It's hard to have very genuine video game discourse online because you have all these extremists that take things way too far. I don't agree with his video title. I believe it should have been titled differently, but I agree with the content of the video and the stuff he discusses. No problem, McNorse. I hope you're enjoying Remnant 1. Oh, wait! Oh, God, I always fuck up your name, and I'm so sorry. Veritability. Veritability! I see what you did there, Veritability. Anyways, Push Square. So you've seen, Veritability, you've seen Push Square's videos before? You know of this channel? Just before we get started, everybody. Veritability, what can you tell me about Push Square? They've been cringe before? What have they done that's cringe? No, Titan. I do not watch a lot of anime. I am not an anime person. Unfortunately. I've heard of Chainsaw Man. Not sure it really appeals to me. Hello, Guilty Oregano. Hello, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. How you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here. Hope you are doing well. Look at all the beautiful people in the chat. I see so many lovely people in the chat. Hello, hello. Glad to have you all here. Okay, just before we get started, guys, we'll watch it. I'm just waiting for Veritability. He tells me that Push Square has been cringe in the past, and I just want to know how, because this Remnant 2 review, this garbage Remnant 2 review they posted, is the first I've heard of them. Let's just say whenever the Sony fanboys get riled up, you know Push Square is there. Oh, no! They're PlayStation fanboys? Oh, God. I had a bit of a feeling based on the video, because they keep using, instead of focusing on the game, they really focused on, like, the PlayStation 5 and the controller and the PlayStation possibilities and shit like that. So, I had suspicions, but I didn't think it was that bad. Oh, God, PlayStation fanboys. Video game fanboys in general, console fanboys. The fact that they still exist! They still exist in 2023! Cringe of the highest degree. Alright, anyways, let's get started. This is the Push Square Remnant 2 PS5 review. Is it any good? Is this video any good? No, not at all whatsoever, and we'll get into why. Let's begin. I said let's begin. Oh, god damn it, no, I'm trying to press boop.
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square, and today I'm here to walk you
I know this is nitpicking. But listen to this.
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square.
He calls himself Aiden! His name is Aaron! But he calls himself Aiden. Guys, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is he calling himself Aiden?
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square.
I'm hearing Aiden. I hear Aiden. Guys, am I being racist? Am I being racist against Scottish accents? Or are you hearing him call himself Aiden? I'm not hearing an R, I'm hearing a D.
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square, and today
I'm hearing Aiden. I'm sorry. They're flipped? I gotta... Look, I have friends who are Scottish. And they... And they don't pronounce their D's as R's. Well, I'm devolution that maybe he rolled his R, maybe. Again, this is nitpicky, but I just find it funny.
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square, and today I'm here to walk you through Liam's review for Remnant 2. Again.
Wait! What? I didn't realize this before! Holy shit! I didn't realize this before! This isn't Aaron's review! This is Liam's review! Liam can't even do the voice recording for his own review. Someone else has to do the voiceover for his review. God! God, I hate it! I hate it when these review publications do this. I hate it when these gaming publications do this, where they have someone write a review and then someone else do the voiceover. First of all, it confuses the viewer and it sends unnecessary praise or hate to whoever's doing the voiceover for the video, because people just assume that the person doing the voiceover, it's their review. You see this all the time on IGN. You see this all the time, where a man will do the review, they'll do the article, and then they'll have a woman doing the voiceover, and then the woman gets a ton of, like, sexism and hate thrown her way, etc., etc. Like, oh, this woman's a, like, this dumb woman doesn't play video games, not a real gamer, when she's just reading the review of the man who reviewed it. I hate when gaming publications do this. Do the voiceover for your own reviews. It's not that hard. Jesus.
Hello there everyone, it's Aiden from Push Square, and today I'm here to walk you through Liam's review for Remnant 2, a game that a lot of you in the comments seem to be really excited about. Well,
yes.
Let's see how things panned out for Remnant 2.
No. How things panned out, that implies there's going to be a level of objectivity here. We're going to see how it panned out. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the reception. We're talking about Liam's opinion here. If Liam's going to be fair to the game, that would be one thing. But as you will find out watching this video, Liam is not fair to the game. And he's not being objective. This is mostly his personal experience and his opinions. And that's fine. That's fine. You're allowed to have your personal experience and opinions. But when your personal experience and opinions are, well, what's presented in this video, they're a bit questionable. I know, I keep hinting and, like, foreshadowing it, but we'll get into it. Let's let Liam, or Aaron, say Liam's piece. God, that's so weird. Voice record your own reviews.
For every sequel that manages to pull an Assassin's Creed 2, there are many more that almost make it, whether it's a result of not quite realising a project's full potential, or introducing issues the original never had. These games are just as enjoyable as they are disappointing.
Just before we continue with that, I'm curious, chat. I know this is like a very mainstream opinion that Assassin's Creed 2 is way better than Assassin's Creed 1. It's the sequel's the superior game. It's the game that improved upon the original in every way. It's like the definitive Assassin's Creed experience, etc., etc. I'm just curious in chat, how many of you like prefer the original Assassin's Creed or prefer Assassin's Creed 2? I'm just curious. What do you guys personally prefer? Assassin's Creed 1 or Assassin's Creed 2 for anyone that's played the Assassin's Creed games in chat? I'm just curious. I'll read chat in the meantime. What the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, Gaia, that's a thing. That's the thing. That's totally a thing. It happens with IGN, it happens with GameSpot, it happens all the time. It's like Hot Fuzz, where they get slightly less Scottish person to translate in between. Oh, I haven't watched Hot Fuzz in the longest time. That's such a great movie, and it's so fucking funny. Well, I'm glad you're having a great day, Green One Dragon. I'm glad to have you here on the stream, man. Glad to have you here on the stream. Yeah, exactly. And, like, again, people who criticize this video, I want everyone to realize, do not criticize Aaron. Do not criticize Aaron. Aaron is not the issue, it's Liam. It's Liam, not Aaron. I have nothing against Aaron. This is... Liam is the one with the bad takes. AC2 all the way, Assassin's Creed 2. Prefer free, to be honest. Ooh, an AC free enjoyer. Only played 2, never played 1. Fair, mutated. Fair. Don't like any of them. Also fair, Jack. Also fair. I'm not an Assassin's Creed person myself. Skip them to live the pirate life in AC4. Ah, yes, the much-beloved AC4. The much-beloved AC4. Many people say it's not only the best Assassin's Creed game, but the best pirate game. Totally fair, Titan, totally fair. 2, it just has more to play with. The second, actually. Okay. I was just curious in chat. I was just curious. I guess it is the generally agreed upon perspective and preference that Assassin's Creed 2 is the better game. Was just curious. Fair, guilty, fair.
Almost make it. Whether it's that manages to pull an assassin. For every sequel that manages to pull an Assassin's Creed 2, there are many more that almost make it, whether it's a result of not quite realising a project's full potential, or introducing issues the original never had. These games are...
Now, most reviewers, in this case, when making a statement like this, that there are sequels that just are just as good as the original, don't reach their the greatest heights, introduce new issues, etc., etc. Now, the normal reviewer would then provide examples of these video game sequels that are what he's describing. Tell me, everyone, do you think Liam's gonna give any examples?
...are just as enjoyable as they are disappointing. Remnant 2, a follow-up to the unexpectedly good Remnant from the Ashes, is one of those titles. It builds upon...
In comparison to what, Liam? In comparison to what? What are these disappointing sequels that are just as good as the original? What games are you drawing inspiration from here in this comparison? What are you talking What are you talking about? You are providing a thesis statement. You need to provide examples. Back up your thesis. You can't just say, there are these types of games that do this. Remnant 2 is one of those games. In comparison to what? What are you drawing inspiration from, Liam? What are you talking about? Oh, God.
Remnant from the Ashes is one of those titles.
One sec.
These games are just as enjoyable as they are disappointing. Remnant 2, a follow-up to the unexpectedly good Remnant from the Ashes, is one of those titles.
Now, anyone who's played Remnant 2 know that that's a load of shit. I'm sorry, this is a bad take. Bad take, Liam. Let me tell you why. Anyone who's played Remnant 1 and then played Remnant 2 will tell you that Remnant 2, in, like, almost every way, is an upgrade from Remnant 1. The procedural generation is more extensive and refined. The build crafting and player customization, again, is more extensive and refined. Gameplay is tighter and smoother. Visuals, like the overall graphics, and the amount of detail in the character models and world, massive upgrade from the original. There's way more unique music, like... the tutorial is even better in many ways, and I'm someone who loves the original Remnant tutorial and think it's pretty solid, but Remnant 2's tutorial, like, is very, very good in terms of like getting the player invested and like teaching them some basics, putting them in situations where you have to learn certain basics that could easily be forgotten about, or etc., etc. Like, so much of Remnant 2 is like, again, Remnant 1 was a really good game that already did a lot of things right, I would argue. Remnant 2, again, oh god, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade in every way. Oh, especially, I'll try not to spoiler for people who have not played or beaten Remnant 2 yet, but the final boss, like, all you have to do is look at the final bosses of Remnant 1 to Remnant 2. Massive upgrade. Visual design, mechanical design, music, oh my god. Video is a little too quiet? Okay, I'll turn up the video volume. If it's a little too quiet, you say. There we go. Again, like, if you analyze Remnant 1 and Remnant 2, like, it's pretty much inarguable that Remnant 2 is just an improvement and an upgrade from Remnant 1 in almost every way. To say otherwise, I'm sorry, is silly. You being silly, man. You being the big silly right now. Oh, hold on, I just realized. Let me fix something. How did I not see that? There we go. Don't want people to forget there's a headphone funds. Need the new headphones. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. AC was a bit late, but the 2000s games hadn't yet found the formula template that would mold. First games were often trial tests and flop, and their sequels add to them, and they should have had... Yeah, exactly, McNorsk. Anyways, point is, if you play Remnant 1 and you play Remnant 2, you will notice the improvement in upgrades from the originals. All of the reviews on Steam say Remnant 1 is an upgrade from Remnant 2. It's more Remnant, but better. That's what people are saying. Liam is arguing that that's not the case. Now, will his arguments hold any water? Will they have a solid foundation? Well, you're all about to find out.
These games are just as enjoyable as they are disappointing. Remnant 2, a follow-up to the unexpectedly good Remnant from the Ashes, is one of those titles.
Now you have to prove that.
The PS4 original with more mechanics and deeper systems, but a wider scope makes navigation and knowing what to do next more difficult than it needs to be. Well,
Alright, let's go over this. Now, as someone's... Oh, I'm shooting for another Steel series, vertibility. I'm shooting for another Steel series, because I'm very happy with Steel series. Again, I've had these headphones, they're currently Steel series. I've had these headphones for years. It's only just recently that they've started to break down. So I'm happy with Steel series. They're quality headphones. I think like just wear and tear on these current headphones have had their toll. I just want a good quality of Steel series headphones. If you guys have any recommendations for better quality headphones that are better than Steel series, by all means let me know. Now anyways, let's I need, in order to reestablish my point, let's hear what Liam has to say. Or Aaron, what Aaron has to say for Liam. God, that's so weird.
Titles. It builds upon the PS4 original with more mechanics.
Okay, first off, let's address this. The PS4 original. Stop right there, Liam. Fucking Remnant 1 was not a console exclusive. It was a third-party title. It released on everything. Remnant 1 was not a PS4 exclusive. It was not a PS4 game. It released on Xbox, it released on PlayStation, it released on PC. As a matter of fact, did it release on the Switch too? Hold on. Platforms. No, I don't want Remnant 2, I want Remnant 1. Here we go. Yeah, it did release on the Switch. It released on PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, and Microsoft. So, Liam, what are you talking about? The PS4 original? Remnant wasn't a PS4 original. It was a multi-console, multi-platform release. Why are you calling it a PS4 original? PlayStation fanboy? Jesus Christ.
one of those titles. It builds upon the PS4 original with more mechanics and deeper systems, but a wider scope makes navigation and knowing what to do next more difficult than it needs to be. Well,
okay, Liam, I have to ask. How is navigation more difficult than it used to be? Every time you open your map, there is a legend which gives you a description of, like, this is the main path. You are looking for a main path door. Here's what a main path door looks like. Explore the environment to find the main path door. And on the other corner of the map, it gives you a description of what you're supposed to be doing, what your objective is. Oh, I need to find Clementine. Oh, I need to defeat this powerful enemy to gain access and, like, get their powerful item so I can gain access to the next big story event. Every time you open your map, the game tells you what you need to do and what you need to be looking for. So, how is navigation difficult? How is knowing what to do difficult, Liam, when every time you open your map, the game tells you what you need to be doing and what you need to be looking for? Prune Pilferer, hello, welcome to the stream, Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. How you doing, man? We're reviewing some garbage Remnant 2 videos, Prune. We're taking a look at this awful review from PlayStation fanboys, Push Square. Then we're taking a look at a batshit crazy right-wing extremist review from Steam, posted on the Remnant Reddit. Then we're doing this, and then on the other end of the political spectrum, we're going to this crazy lunatic left-wing extremist Ian Walker and his garbage Polygon review for Remnant 2. So we got some really bad Remnant 2 reviews to dissect and have fun tearing apart. Look, I'm not Billy, I'm not saying it's impossible to get lost in the Remnant games. It's certainly possible, but your map always shows you where the main path is. It shows you where the main path is. It shows you what you have and have not explored, and it always tells you, like, narratively where you are in the narrative and what you need to be doing. And that was the same thing in the first Remnant, and it's the same thing in Remnant 2, but it's even better in Remnant 2, because Remnant 2 will tell you, oh, this is an optional dungeon, and this is the main path. On the map, it tells you what is the main path and what is optional. Congrats, Prune! Congrats! You got to your third world! I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you're loving it. I hope you're loving it as much as I'm loving it. Ugh. So, point is, Liam's wrong. It is not difficult to navigate. It's not difficult to find out what you're doing. Literally just open your map. Just open your map. Campaign is longer in 2 than 1? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's actually... No, actually, are there more? No, there's... Okay, no, there's technically just as many worlds in 2 as there is in 1, but 2 of the worlds in 2 are structured very differently than how they were in 1. That's what I'll say without spoilers. Yeah, and the game is exactly Fatal Alchemist. Fatal Alchemist, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. And Remnant 2 is all about exploring. So the fact that Liam is bothered about, like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Liam, you're supposed to be exploring. You're supposed to explore for optional dungeons and optional loot. You're supposed to explore the environments. Totally fair, Guilty Oregano. I hope you enjoy Trepang Squared when it comes out on consoles. The devs said they are working on a console release. Sure, Prune. Hell, we could possibly play even tonight if you were down for it. But I have to stream. For now, at least. Okay, anyways, point is, Liam is saying game is difficult to navigate and doesn't know what to do. Remnant 2, you are meant to explore the environments and, explore everything, do everything. And 2, your map always tells you where to go, what to do, and where the main path for progress is. So, Liam, your first point is just wrong. Your first accusation, your first critique against the game is just flat out objectively wrong. Yes, true. Very true, Prune. The DLCs, they intend to add more content. They haven't specified what the new content is, but it will be more content. Dino Bros, hello! I don't think I've seen you before on stream. Hello, Dino Bros. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Yeah, Dino Bros, no soul. I think that's fair. These are very robotic, very uber overly professional reviews. Like, dude. Be yourselves. Be natural. Like, my favorite reviewers are reviewers that, they don't try to, how do I do it? They don't try to play a character. They're just themselves, and they just share their opinions, their perspective, and their experiences. Now, Liam's experience was, he was lost and didn't know what to do. Well, Liam, that's not the game's fault. You have to acknowledge that that's not the game's fault. That's your own fault. You didn't want to look at the map. You didn't want to read the map, and so you were lost and confused as to what to do. That's not the game's fault. That's not the game problem. That's not the game's problem. Liam, that was your problem.
For systems, but a wider scope makes navigation and knowing what to do next more difficult than it needs
Objectively
to be.
wrong,
While Vampire
Liam.
Games
That's
has
your
an
problem.
improved sequel on its hands, it's tough not to wonder what could have been. What turns out to
Okay, Liam. You have to quantify that, man. You have to quantify that. What does that mean? Oh, what could have been? What do you mean by that? Because everyone's saying, the vast majority of people who are playing Remnant 2 are saying, this is an upgrade from Remnant 1, this is what I wanted Remnant 1 to be, etc., etc. So, come on, Liam. You gotta back up what you're saying. Back up your claims.
To be both the game's biggest strength and weakness is its commitment to hands. It's tough not to wonder what could have been.
What does that mean?
To be both the game's biggest strength and weakness is its commitment to providing a randomized, procedurally generated From Software experience.
Ooh, okay. Okay. First off, he's definitely going to need to back up that claim that the procedural generation hurts the game. Because procedural generation is why so many people love the game and why so many people are attracted to the game is the procedural generation. But From Software experience? Come on, dude. Yes, the Remnant games are technically Souls-likes, and yes, many of their aspects, like features and mechanics, are inspired by the Souls games. But From Software experiences? From Software doesn't own the genre. They created the genre, sure, but they don't own the genre. If I play... What's a Souls-like game? If I play the upcoming Lords of the Fallen, or if I play another Souls-inspired game, trying to think here. Another Souls-like game, trying to think. Souls-like. God damn it. Stray Blade people say that Souls-like. Fucking balls. Oh, I can't think of any off the top. Oh, wait! Asterigos. There we go. Asterigos. Asterigos is a Souls-like. It's inspired by the Souls games, their features, mechanics, their structure, etc., etc. Is that a From Software experience, Push Square? No! No, it is not. From Soft does not owe the genre. Remnant 2 is not trying to provide a From Software experience. They're trying to provide a Remnant experience. That's such a silly-ass thing to say. Jedi Fallen Order, Thymesia. Exactly! Jedi Fallen Order, Thymesia. Mortal Shell. Thank you, Mortal Shell. Those are not From Software experiences, for God's sakes, Push Square. Such a limited perspective.
Could have been. What turns out to be both the game's biggest strength and weakness is its commitment to providing a randomized, procedurally generated From Software experience.
It's not a From Software experience!
Much like with the first game, almost every aspect of Remnant 2 is determined at random. It's possible for any two players to encounter entirely different worlds and completely dissimilar objectives.
Oh, Victor! Victor, I also see Victor. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Yes, also, Neo, exactly. Not From Software Souls-like. Exactly. My god, that's such a silly, ridiculous thing to say. Such a silly, ridiculous thing to say. We're 1 minute into this video. God, Liam, your writing skills do not impress so far.
From Software experience,
Cringe.
except with guns. Much like with the first game, almost every aspect of Remnant 2 is determined at random. It's possible for any two players to encounter entirely different worlds,
Very true.
completely dissimilar objectives within them, all the while facing different boss fights and enemies. Starting a new game essentially hands you your own campaign seed, which can be re-rolled for different variations.
Very
if you're
true.
not feeling the route to completion you've been handed. Procedural generation is a term that turns a lot of people off, but the way—
Whoa! Okay, no, Liam, your very next statement has to prove your current statement here. That's a hell of a claim to make. That's a hell of a claim to make that procedural generation turns people off. Because one of the most popular games in the world is Minecraft. And one of the reasons Minecraft is one of the most popular games in the world is because of its procedural generation. So, Liam, your very next statement has to back up your claim that procedural generation turns people off. You gotta back that the fuck up. You can't just say that with no follow-up. Whoa, what's going on here? Ooh. Oh. I get, Ooh, that's a bit embarrassing. We'll ignore that. Sorry, Phazon. I imagine that's a bit embarrassing. Sorry, my dude. Anyways, back to the video. So, yeah, chat. You get what I'm saying. So, gotta back up what you're saying here, Liam. You can't just say people are turned off by procedural generation. So, are you going to back that up? Oh, sounds like he wants something yet doesn't know what he wants. Yeah, Austin. I get what he's saying about people souring on procedural when he's talking about game design. There are a lot of procedural generated games that split up because it's easier. Also, lots of greats, though. Yeah, I'm sure there's some cheap garbage games on Steam that are procedurally generated, but you look at some of the most popular games of all time, and, like, procedural generation plays a huge factor. Look at roguelikes like Hades and Risk of Rain 2. Of course, you look at Minecraft, etc., etc. Like, you need to back up your claim and show some examples, because you can't just say procedural generation turns people off. Well, name some examples of games that were turned people off because of the procedural generation. Provide examples. Def Rides, hello, welcome to the stream, Chalice Dungeon and Bloodborne's, yeah, Chalice Dungeon and Bloodborne, exactly. Darkest Dungeon, I fucking love Darkest Dungeon, and the big part of that is the procedural generation. Oh my god, so is Liam going to back up his fucking claims?
Starting a new game essentially hands you your own campaign seed, which can be re-rolled for different variations if you're not feeling the route to completion you've been handed. Procedural generation is a term that turns a lot of people off.
Prove
The way
it.
Gunfire Games handle
No!
it is admirable, to a point. You could argue—
Motherfucker! You didn't prove your claim! You just said— God damn it, Liam! You can't just say procedural generation turns people off and then give no examples! God! This review is garbage. This video is garbage. You can't just make these claims and then not back them up! God! Jesus Christ! Comparison. Let me show you a comparison. I don't mean to toot my own fucking horn, but let me just give you guys an example. In my video, I make a claim that, hey, the music in Remnant 2 is very good, and then I play you some music from Remnant 2. Doom Eternal, the Dark Souls game, legitimately, it's right up there. And Remnant 2 legitimately has one of the best video game soundtracks of all time, period. That's a big claim to make, eh, Ryan? You better— How do I back that up? How do I back up that claim? good. It's so good. Just listen to some of this. Seriously, listen to this music. It's so fucking good. I will pull up Huntress's theme and listen to the thing in full if I don't stop myself. Oh, man. But you guys get the point. You guys get the point. I made a claim, and then I provided my evidence. I said, Remnant 2's soundtrack is one of the best video game soundtracks of all time, and to prove it, I brought up one of my favorite pieces of music from the game, so anyone can listen to the music and see where I'm coming from, why I have that perspective. The music does sound amazing. What turns people off? A random generated accusation with no claims to back it up. Nice! Pointless ink. Nice. It's cool, Phazon. You're cool. You're cool. Accidents happen, Phazon. Accidents happen. Yeah, No Man's Sky is a perfect example, Guilty. He could have easily said, look at No Man's Sky at launch. Its procedural generation and, like, lack of a really well-made handcrafted experience. Exactly. He could have easily brought up some examples of poorly received procedurally generated games or games where procedural generation hurt the game. Oh, you fought Huntress! Nice, Jack, nice. I love Huntress. Huntress is so good. Sleep well, Titan! Sleep well. Sleep well, sleep well. Thank you for dropping by the stream. Yeah, the music does sound amazing. Really, Victor? I haven't seen that review yet. It's a long-ass review that I do intend to watch sometime. But is that something Mandalore does in his review? Like, he provides examples for the things he says? Or the opposite, and he doesn't provide examples? Anyways, you guys get my point. I made a claim, I showed evidence, I showed an example, etc., etc. I didn't just say something and then not back anything the fuck up. God damn it, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Cronus Prime! I didn't see you in chat. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, Kronos. Glad to have you here. Yeah, she's tough, eh? She's fucking tough. She's fucking tough, but I love Huntress. She's such a unique boss fight. An overworld roaming boss. She's so cool, and her theme is so good. I love Huntress, and she drops one of the best melee weapons in the game. God, I love Huntress. Okay, sorry. Point. Made a claim, backed it up. I made a claim, I backed it up. Fucking Push Square, or in this case, Liam makes a claim, doesn't back it up whatsoever. Alright, back to the video. Fucking Liam.
Re-rolled for different variations if you're not feeling the route to completion you've been handed. Procedural generation is a term that turns a lot of people off.
Prove it!
Fire Games handles it is admirable, to a point. You could argue that Remnant 2 shipped with multiple different campaigns at launch. Replay value is certainly a strong suit of the experience.
That is
By
true.
going so far as to randomize the narrative, its characters, and all of the locations the developer has built, there's potential to replay the campaign over and over again repeatedly, especially—
Well, it's not just potential, Liam. It's not potential. That's true. That's just true. It's not potential. You can replay the campaign over and over again because you're gonna have one of two main storylines and then a shit ton of random dungeons and events and other side stories. So you can replay the campaign over and over again. It's not potential. It's a reality. So I don't know what you're trying to get at here, Liam, with potential. It's not potential. It's reality. Jack, I'm in Loathsome right now, trying to get the heart for Nightweaver. Nice. Nice, Jack. I hope you enjoy the Nightweaver boss fight. She's tough. She's a bitch, but oh my god, the loot she drops. I'm sure you've heard of the Nightfall gun that she drops if you kill her normally. Such a good weapon and such a cool boss fight, and her music is so good. Watch out for her second phase, though. Her second phase is fucking nasty. Watch out for the walls. Exactly, Kronos, exactly. When you make an argument, always, always provide examples and or evidence. You got the Assassin's Dagger! Nice, nice. That's a difficult weapon to obtain. There's like a whole shtick around it. Where you have to like abandon a dungeon side quest and then go to Nimue. You already know that, Brune. You already know that. Again, back up your claims. Fucking hell.
When you factor in different characters, replay value is certainly a strong suit of the experience.
Yes.
By going so far as to randomize the narrative, its characters, and all of the locations the developer has built, there's potential to replay the campaign over and over again repeatedly.
It's not potential, Liam. It's a fact. You can do that. You should do that. You're missing out on a shit ton of content if you don't. It's not potential, it's just reality.
Especially when you factor in different character classes and the builds you can craft around them. What this randomized structure has a negative impact on, though, is the story and the user interface that ties the whole experience together, with a few...
Oh, now I will admit my biases here. I'm one of the few people on the planet who play Remnant games, not just for the gameplay, but for the story. I love the narrative that has been weaved and told and constructed and presented from Kronos to Remnant 2. I really love this story and this world and its characters. I love the Remnant world lore story characters. So I am biased. I am biased. I will not deny that I am biased. So much, the reason Remnant's lore and story is so good is all the additional context. You have to read the item descriptions, and the lore books, and the journals, and the diaries, etc., etc. And then you will understand the wider scope of everything, and why this is just such a brilliant world. Why this is such a brilliant work of fiction. Okay, I've calmed down now. Let's hear what he has to say. Fair, Vertability, fair. Totally fair. Look, I understand why people play the Remnant games for the gameplay. If you play Remnant just for the gameplay and the loot, totally understand you. Totally understand, but there's a genuinely really good story here. There's a genuinely really good story here in the lore and the world building. Okay. Let's hear what Liam has to say.
Returning faces from the first game, the hub area of Ward 13 and its vendors is the same for everyone, no matter how wild your campaign seed has become. From there, you'll use the World Stone to visit other worldly places down on their luck, overrun with monsters and filled with missions only you or yourself and up to 2 friends in online co-op can complete.
Is that a problem? I guess that's an observation. Yes, only you and your co-op companions can do these quests, but it's a video game. It's trying to live out a fantasy of you being the hero and saving these worlds and saving the universe. Would you prefer that the NPCs completed all the quests? I understand it's an observation, Liam, but why make the observation? It's a video game. We're here to live out a fantasy and play the game. We don't want the game to play itself, so... It's just an observation and I'm nitpicking, but still, it's a weird observation to make.
Rarely are these story beats particularly interesting, though.
Whoa! Gotta back that up! That's another claim! You gotta back that up, Liam! You gotta provide evidence! You gotta provide testimony! Come on, man! Now you're saying that these stories aren't interesting. Okay, how? How are they not interesting? Provide your evidence. Back up your claim.
It doesn't take long for the narrative to fall by the wayside as you button through dull dialogue to return to the action.
How is the dialogue dull, Liam? How is it dull? Evidence, examples, back up your claims.
As such, the procedural generation of the plot doesn't really work, no matter how...
You've made a shit ton of claims, Liam. I haven't seen a single piece of fucking goddamn evidence yet.
How many times you roll the campaign dice for an entertaining series of events, since there doesn't seem to be anything engrossing there in the first place. However...
Prove it, bitch! Prove it! You just made a shit ton of claims. This motherfucker, he just made, like, 4 claims. He made 4 goddamn claims back to back and hasn't provided any evidence, any reasoning for any of it. Oh, man. I'm glad, Fatal Alchemist, you see things my way. My way. Love Remnant story. Morkin, that Mandalore claimed that Total Warhammer didn't have any bugs at launch, yet there were other players who bought the game and experienced freaking bugs from the start. That's what I heard. That's what you heard. I'll have to check out that video. I checked out a Remnant game, but it had anime characters? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Phazon. Remnant game? Are you talking about Code Vein? That's not a Remnant game. Agent Oracle, hello! And I've caught up to live. Lee needs to provide evidence. Glad to have you here, Agent. Oh, you've been, like, following the stream and trying to catch up to live? Well, I appreciate that, Oracle. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Anyways, hello, Agent. Hello. Again, if you don't like Remnant story, that's fine. But if you're gonna make claims that it's uninteresting, unengaging, that the dialogue's dull, provide examples! Tell me how! Like, I'm gonna provide an example right now. Remnant 2. Pan Empress. Full dialogue with the Eternal Empress. Let's just listen to some of the dialogue. And chat, I want you guys to tell me if this is unengaging. Here we go. Tell me if this is unengaging, chat. Tell me if this is dull and uninteresting.
Boy, Anna. Come. We have been waiting. That's far enough. Paxotech. It stands before the Eternal Empress, mistress of the Red Court, favored of the Thane. Yet it is nothing. Hoofless, feckless, interloper.
Easy now.
And where it stands, it dies.
Well, maybe we can talk about this?
Dafka. It seems it shall live. For now. But tell us, Paxotech, what woes does it bring this time?
Oh, which one are you gonna pick?
It stands before the Eternal Empress, once and future ruler of Yesha. Her Majesty asks once more, what brings the Paxotech to her court? Answer, for eternal life is not the same as eternal patience. Her Majesty is unsurprised by its solipsism. From the Krell to Ford to the Destroyer, Paxotech ever served the wants of the self.
Dude, pick the dialogue. Jesus.
Her Majesty knows the path to the Paxotech's goal.
Oh my god, this dude takes so long to pick dialogue. Dude! Jesus, pick a dialogue! Oh my god.
It will choose. It will choose respect, Paxotech. Do not mistake temperance for familiarity. Her Majesty is the immortal ruler of a civilization older than most worlds. It will speak to her as such, or it will suffer.
I swear to God, dude.
Dan has given the... It is but a narrow stone. Her eternity has given the Paxeltech to stand upon. It will not forget again.
Okay. I think you guys get the point. Tell me, chat, how was that dull? You're standing before the ruling figure of an ancient civilization who could have you killed at a moment's notice, and you have to carefully decide, like, how you engage this person of such high standing. And not just... the voice acting is so good. The disdain in the actress's voice as she plays the vizier, the Pax Vizier here. The disdain in her voice for, like, outsiders, Paxeltech, as they call them. Like, oh my god, I don't understand. I'm listening to this, and I've listened to this several times, going through the campaign. I've listened to this, like, over and over again, etc., gone through the different dialogue options. How is this dull? How is this uninteresting? Like, the stakes, the scale, the implications. How is this dull? Life and death situations are dull, apparently. I know, Billy. Yeah, it's true. Outsiders brought the root, like the context behind the conversation. And yeah, the background music as well adds to the intensity and the atmosphere, etc. Exactly. Again, I just provided an example. I just brought up a clip on YouTube and provided an example. I provided evidence, etc. Oh my goodness. Hold on, everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, point is, Liam here keeps making claims. Oh, shit. Sorry. The woes of living with others. Of course. Anyways, point is, it's so easy to provide evidence, especially for a video game. You just record the clips that back up what you say. You go into the game like, oh, this is what I'm talking about. I'll record this footage, put it in the review, put it in the video. Like, it visualizes what I'm talking about. It provides evidence to what I'm talking about. It provides substantial substance to my arguments, to my claims. It's not that hard, and yet Liam and Push Square here, like, struggle to provide the most basic of, how do I describe it? The most basic of due diligence. Like, why should I trust this review? Why should I believe anything you say? You refuse to give me a single lick, a scrap of evidence to any of your claims, accusations, statements, etc. You claim that the story is uninteresting, it's unengaging, you claim that the dialogue is dull. You haven't proven anything. You've just said things. You're just saying things. That's all you're doing. You're just saying things.
However, the most frustrating element is the hands-off approach the game takes when guiding you through its randomized worlds and mechanics. The UI...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Liam didn't look at the map. Liam never opened the map.
in general feels sorely lacking, with a map that can prove confusing and hub area notifications that seem to come and go just as reliably as the environments beyond the World Stone. The map...
If you open the map... I'll let him finish. I will let him finish.
However, the most frustrating element is the hands-off approach the game takes when guiding you through its randomized worlds and mechanics. The UI in general feels sorely lacking, with a map that can prove confusing and hub area notifications that seem to come and go just as reliably as the environments beyond the World Stone. The map uses a fog of war style system where only the places you've been are filled in, and then marks the general direction of your main objective with icons above gates on the edges of each area. The annoyance comes from these objective labels being a bit finicky, not always alert.
What? How are they finicky? What? I totally forgot this bit of the video. How are they finicky?
Being a bit finicky, not always alerting you to the fact that you've gone the wrong way, or...
That's a lie! That's an absolute lie! There's always an exclamation point. There's always an exclamation point over the main path door of where you're supposed to go. What are you talking about? And again, the doors, there's different icons over the doors like that will represent, oh, this is a side dungeon and it's unexplored. This is the main path. You've explored this or unexplored this. The map tells you everything. This is a lie, Liam. You're objectively wrong. You're making objectively wrong statements about the game. None of this is true. The map tells you everything you need to know. If you're going the wrong way, all you have to do is check the map and you will know or not. Oh my god. Seems like Liam failed high school English and hasn't accepted it. Yeah. Let me think. The shape of each door tells you which door's main. Exactly, Jack, exactly. Square doors, main path. Oval doors, side path. Yellow squares above the door. You've explored this. White squares above the door. You've unexplored this. Exclamation point above the door. This is the main path. This is where you need to go to continue the story. Exactly! Exactly, Kronos. If you open the bloody map, there's a map legend to show you what icon is what. Exactly! Oh my god. Unbelievably frustrating. Jesus Christ. I don't know. The game doesn't tell me where to go. The game doesn't tell me what to do. Yes, it does, Liam. Did you open your goddamn map? Oh my god.
You've been are filled in, and then marks the general direction of your main objective with icons above gates on the edges of each area. The annoyance comes from these objective labels being a bit finicky, not always alerting
Not true.
you to the fact that you've gone the wrong
Objectively
way or
false.
are exploring an optional area. The game doesn't
Objectively false! Did he really just say the game doesn't tell you if you're exploring an optional area?
Labels being a bit finicky, not always alerting you to the fact that you've gone the wrong way or are exploring an optional area. The game
Objectively false, Liam! Objectively false! You're objectively wrong. The game does tell you if you're exploring an optional area. It absolutely does. It says so on the goddamn map. This is not a game problem. This is a you problem. This is a skill issue. You literally just didn't read your map. This is not a knock against the game. This is not a knock against the game. This is not a problem with the game. This is a you problem. This is a problem you created yourself. Jesus Christ. How does this video not have more dislikes? Yeah, shame about the PC performance. Damn shame. I saw some people praising the fucking video. Where's the video? Is this new comments? New first? It is. Top comments. Oh, there's my comment. They are properly highlighted. Oh, my lord. Those addictive played I've been playing since Elden Ring. Game is nothing like Returnal, to be honest. And I've only bought Diablo 4. But, okay, but no one talks about how the video is garbage. Oh my god. No one actually watched or listened to the video. Or he probably didn't read the tutorial in general. Probably. Ha ha ha. As he states that his mini-map is showing him where to go. Yep. I really want to see Liam play Elden Ring now. That footage would replace the journalist Cuphead clip or bad gameplay. Oh my god. So no evidence behind claims and just outright lying makes you wonder how much progress Liam actually did. Fair. Fair.
The game doesn't have the same grace as a Dark Souls, where the mainline path is so naturally formed that you don't even need a map to get about, leading to
Dark Souls is a linear, handcrafted game. Of course you don't need a map. It's linear and handcrafted. Remnant is procedural, so of course you're gonna need a fucking map. But you can also turn the map off if you wanted to, and just use context clues and landmarks to find your way. It doesn't take... Oh my god. It doesn't have the grace of a completely different game. Why isn't Remnant like this completely different game that's linear and handcrafted? Oh my god. Kill me.
Direction of your main objective, with icons above gates on the edges of each area. The annoyance comes from these objective labels being a bit finicky.
They're not at all.
Alerting you to the fact that you've gone the wrong way.
Objectively
or are
false.
Exploring an optional area.
Objectively
the game doesn't
false.
have the same grace as a Dark Souls, where the mainline path is so naturally formed that you don't even need a map to get about.
Different game, different style of game.
You thought you were going in the right direction.
The only person wasting time is you, Liam. You are the only person wasting your own time because you didn't look at your map. You didn't look at your map. You didn't read the map. You got lost and wasted your own time. This is your own fault. It's not the game's fault. Jesus Christ. How does this review have so many likes?
This unintuitive approach extends to the hub.
It's not unintuitive. You're just a moron.
Area of Ward 13 too, where random NPCs and important vendors are treated the same. It's impossible to distinguish who's who without engaging in lengthy conversations with them.
Objectively false! This is objectively false! It says right under her name! Your video footage debunks what you're saying! Ava, McCabe, gear, and mod crafting. Is this review parody? Am I being bamboozled right now? The vendors don't tell you what they do. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. I can't. Like, why should we keep watching this garbage video? How do you surpass this? The NPCs and merchants don't tell you what they do. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. Listen to that again, everybody. Listen to that again.
Get about, leading to time wasted when you thought you were going in the right direction. This unintuitive approach extends to the hub area of Ward 13 too, where random NPCs and important vendors are treated the same. It's impossible to distinguish who's who without engaging in lengthy conversations with them.
Objectively false. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. I'm waiting for chat to catch up. Read your screen was probably the most viable tip when I started working. Because it's pain, and that's why. Kids, man, kids. It sounds like someone else played the game and not Liam, but that would be speculation. But the bloody stupidity and evidence of blindness are ringing bells in my head. I'm getting serious flashbacks to Sonic Unleashed, IGN Sonic Unleashed review. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's impossible to distinguish who's who, besides, like, using your eyes. Oh. Yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How has this video not been dislike bombed into oblivion? How do you say something so stupid with video footage proving that you're wrong? Oh my God. We'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back. I just realized I haven't checked my shit. I don't know if anyone has donated on the Ko-Fi for the headphones, and I should probably check that. Shit. What's the thingamajig? The thingamajiggaroo? God damn it. God, I have to find myself. Why it doesn't auto log in. I don't want... I just want to find myself, Ko-Fi, whatever the hell you call your website. Wait, no results found? Huh? What? Was my coffee deleted? Hold up. Hold up, everyone. I need to check. Are donations not working? Was my Ko-Fi page deleted? What's happening here? Where's my No, there's my page! There's my page? What the shit? How does that make any sense? What the fuck? That's bizarre. Okay. So my coffee page is working, but if you search for me... So the link works, but if you search for me on coffee, I don't exist. You could only find me through this link. That's strange. What the shit? Okay. Anyways, no one's donated. No headphone money yet. That's fine. Alright, alright. Back to... this terrible goddamn video. Oh my god. Alright, everybody, one more time for good measure.
Intuitive approach wasted when you thought you were going in the right direction. This unintuitive approach extends to the hub area of Ward 13 too, where random NPCs and important vendors are treated the same. It's impossible to distinguish who's who without engaging in lengthy conversations with them. The UI...
This literally gets funnier the more I listen to it. You need to engage in lengthy conversations with them to find out what they do. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. I want this to become a meme. I want this to become a meme. I want this clip from this video, from this review, to become a meme. It's impossible to know what they do without engaging in lengthy conversations. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. It's right in front of you! X-File theme plays! Oh my god, I should make this a meme. I should make the meme myself, or I encourage all of you watching this stream, whether you're watching this live or watching it as a VOD, watching the video upload afterwards, I encourage you to go to the Push Square video, Remnant 2 PS5 review, Is It Any Good, and make this bit into a meme. I want this fucking video and this bit right here to be memed into fucking oblivion. The state of YouTube reviews be like, yeah, oh my god, that's the perfect title for a video. I will make that video. The state of YouTube reviews be like... Oh my god, and I could just have, like, the thumbnail be Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, enough of this bit. Liam's a moron. We got that. We've established that. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I can't be nice to you. Yes, it is just a video game. Yes, you just made a bad review on a video game. I don't know you personally, but dude, there's making a bad review on a video game and then you just admitting you're a moron. Because you're making these claims. The game doesn't tell me what to do when it clearly tells you what to do. So two sentences to access the shop is lengthy to him, it seems, especially when you are directed to talk to them in the tutorial. Exactly, Prune. Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, Liam. I'm sorry to make things personal, like, and insult you personally, but you're a moron. You're a moron. There's no light way to put this. There's no way to sugarcoat this. You're saying the game doesn't tell you what to do when it clearly tells you what to do. You're a moron, Liam. You're a moron. It's as simple as that.
I could have been more helpful here also. Occasionally the game
Look!
will alert you to a weapon up here also.
A tutorial! There's even a tutorial when you first talk to merchants. Merchants buy scrap and sell items for scrap. Merchants in War 13 sell a variety of items, including weapons, armor, consumable, and even stew. Other merchants can be found within the game world selling a number of unique items. The game tutorializes you and clearly tells you what vendor does what. Jesus fucking Christ.
Occasionally the game will alert you to a weapon upgrade you can craft, other times it won't. This makes returning to home base more of a chore than it needs to be.
It's only a chore if you make it a chore, dumbass! If you have the scrap and resources, buy only what you need when you need it. Make a plan, like, this is my favorite weapon, I want to upgrade this weapon and take it to the end of the game. Do that. Oh, I want to save up scrap and resources to upgrade this other weapon that I recently found. You can do that. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like you accidentally stumble into new mechanics and features rather than the game smartly introducing them when needs be.
You're a moron. That's objectively false. That's objectively false, Liam. You're lying to my face. Every time a new mechanic is introduced, there's a tutorial or, like, yeah, there's a fucking tutorial. There's a pop-up that tells you, there's the opening tutorial, which gives you the basic mechanics of, like, walking, mantling, dodge rolling, using consumables, melee, and shooting and gunfire. And then there's the whole firing range. There's the firing range in Ward 13, which allows you to, like, try out weapons, test out weapons, and try out weapon mods, etc., etc. So do we think he played the game now? Probably not, Gaia. I'm starting to think that they just made shit up. Like, they didn't play the game and they just made shit up. My god. Blind as a bat. Yeah. Yeah, and the tutorial goes through some of this stuff. That's true, Jack. That's true. I killed a boss. I'm not sure if I have an item to turn in or not. Do you know what the inventory screen is? Exactly, Beard, exactly. Shout out to my good friend Beard Grizzly, by the way, in the chat. Oh, man. Got a dip? We'll finish the VOD later. Ryan, you are a gentle person and a scholar. Have fun raging. Thank you, Vertability. Thank you for dropping by to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you had a fun time. I hope the rest of your day goes well. I need to find it out, but I'm not going, I need to find out, but I'm going to skip the tutorial because it's too long. Exactly, Guilty. So many gamers. That's so many gamers. Exactly. Not to mention, the character mentions who to talk when you have an item to craft. Exactly, Prune. Exactly. Jesus fucking Christ, Liam. Jesus Christ. Garbage review. How does this have over 100 likes? Garbage video.
Although there is something to be said for the fact that these flaws are almost completely...
They're not flaws! They're not flaws, Liam! These are not flaws with the game. You're just an idiot! They're not flaws with the game. At all. None of these are flaws. You just didn't read. You didn't read what was on your screen. It is not the game's fault that you refused to raid. It's not the game's fault that you refused to read. No, read. No, that's the right term, yeah. It's not the game's fault that you refused to read anything that was on screen. You chose to be ignorant. You willingly chose to be ignorant and not learn the game and not read what was on your screen. This is a you problem, not a problem with the game. Garbage video, garbage review, garbage reviewer. Jesus, like, how can you trust Liam? I wonder, has Liam done other reviews for Push Square? I'm just curious. Whatever reviews are there? Did Liam review Exoprimal?
Hey there everyone, it's Aiden here from Push Square with our review for Exoprimal. Now this one's coming a little bit later than
Okay, Aaron reviewed this one. Aaron reviewed that one. Any more reviews? Sea Smash? Final Fantasy 16. Is that a Liam one?
We've been playing it and we'll be sure to cover it plenty on the channel. But for now, word maestro Robert Ramsey has crafted up this belter of a review.
Oh my god! Does Aaron just do all the work on the channel? I feel sorry for Aaron because it seems like he does the voiceover for all of their videos. I hope it pays well. Jesus Christ. Imagine a fucking publication being so fucking lazy that no one wants to do the voiceover for their videos, so they hire a guy to voice over all their videos. Jesus Christ. Oh, I feel sorry for Aaron. Okay, but my original point was, how can you trust any review put out by Liam? Where's his fucking name? Liam Croft. From now on, if I ever see a review from Liam Croft or an article from Liam Croft, I can't trust it. I'm not even gonna read or listen or watch the damn thing. Because Liam can't be trusted. Mr. Croft can't be trusted. He has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't read. He doesn't do basic research. And he makes baseless accusations and claims without providing any evidence. How can you trust any content that Liam produces? He's an untrustworthy person. Completely untrustworthy. So yeah, these are not flaws with the game. Yeah, Liam, these are not flaws with the game. These are flaws with yourself.
To be said for the fact that these flaws are
not
almost
flaws.
completely forgotten
Poor
about
Aaron
during
indeed.
the heat of the moment-to-moment gameplay. A third-person shooter with satisfying gunplay, it has an almost addictive quality to it, urging you to engage with groups of foes that don't even present a threat. The enemy lock-on feature on PS5 and the quick rate at which combatants go down makes switching between them in battle rewarding. Structurally, you'll work towards completing objectives, which normally have a boss fight at the end, by taking down enemies, collecting items, and solving puzzles within various large-scale worlds. And while Remnant 2 does invite comparison to the likes of Bloodborne, it doesn't borrow every mechanic that makes From Software games what they are. Unless they're attacking all at once, standard enemies shouldn't give you too much trouble, and if they do, you don't lose anything upon death. All of your items and currency stay with you, simply teleporting you back to the last checkpoint you enter.
Why are you telling us this, Liam? This is all the same shit from the first Remnant. We all know this. This is obvious information if you played the first one. Like, good God, review the game! Review the game! I'm waiting for the actual review. Besides, all he's done is make baseless claims about the game, say things that are completely false about the game. He's barely talked about the actual game. And now he's talking about stuff like, yes, you lose nothing upon death, like other From Software games. It's not a From Software game. It's not a From Software game. It's not a Dark Souls game. It's Remnant. Why would we expect that we would lose stuff when we die? It's not Dark Souls. It's not a From Soft game, for Christ's sakes.
Interacted with, and doing so respawns all of the enemies you've killed. Where the tough does get going though is during boss encounters, of which some task you with more than just holding down the trigger button to bombard them with bullets. There are some pretty...
Just before we continue, I just want to say, since we're seeing footage, Shalhala, fantastic boss. Whether you're fighting the spectral version of him or there's a physical version of Shalhala, fantastic boss battle. Love Shalhala. If you play Remnant 2, definitely seek out Shalhala as a world boss, whether in your campaign or in adventure mode. Such a great boss fight. Love Shalhala. You saw some gameplay footage of me fighting Shalhala with some longtime viewers of the channel in my Remnant video. Such a great boss battle. Love Shalhala.
With bullets. There are some pretty inventive fights to figure out within Remnant 2, from bosses hiding inside other enemies to labyrinthine arenas and menaces that will destroy the ground around you. It's one of the title's highlights. There are encounters to look forward to rather than fear. The sight of a glowing
Okay, you know what, fine, fair enough. I won't complain about this. He's right about the bosses. I do look forward to fighting the bosses. They are a challenge. What exactly does he say? To give credit where credit's due.
Some task you with more than just holding down the trigger button to bombard them with bullets.
True.
There are some pretty inventive fights to figure out within Remnant 2.
Very
from bosses
true.
hiding inside other enemies to labyrinthine arenas and menaces that will destroy the ground around you.
Very
it's
true.
One of the title's highlights. There are encounters to look forward to rather than fear. The
Very
sight
true.
Of a glowing
I was fine with that whole segment. As someone who's played the game, that's all true. Can't complain. Well done, Liam. It took 5 minutes and 30 seconds, but you actually said something truthful and accurate about the game for once. Congratulations. A little applause for Liam for actually getting something right.
fog door up ahead will excite you. Thanks to the procedural nature of the game, you're never quite sure what will be on the other side, and this provides even more fuel to experiment with the different classes on offer. Dubbed archetypes in game, you can pick from 5 to start with: Gunslinger, Challenger, Handler, Hunter, and Medic. Later on, you'll be able to...
Technically 4 to start with, my dude. Technically 4. Technically 4. Only people who pre-ordered the game got access to Gunslinger early. Everyone else will only start with Challenger, Hunter, Handler, and Medic. So if you buy Remnant 2 right now, you have 4 starting archetypes. Gunslinger is a starter archetype for only people who pre-ordered. That's some important information. But Gunslinger is an easy archetype to get. For those of you who don't know, again, there's hundreds of guide videos on YouTube, but for those of you who don't know, after you beat your second world in your campaign, just talk to Mudtooth. Talk to Mudtooth and exhaust his dialogue, and he'll give you the item to craft the Gunslinger archetype. So you can get Gunslinger, and you can get the Gunslinger armor set from the NPC Whispers, the gas mask wearing NPC. So you can get your starter Gunslinger weapons from Brabus. So you can get the Gunslinger weapons, the Gunslinger armor set, and the Gunslinger archetype from all the NPCs in Ward 13. All you have to do is have the necessary scrap and talk to Mudtooth. But you do not get Gunslinger as a starting archetype. That it's only if you pre-ordered. Only if you pre-ordered the game do you have Gunslinger as a starter archetype. Just want to point that out. Not a criticism of the review. It's an easy thing to get wrong if you pre-ordered the game. Like some people don't even realize that when you pre-ordered the game, you got Gunslinger early access in your version of the game. So, just letting everybody know.
Unlock a secondary class, providing you with all the abilities and benefits of 2 different playstyles.
Yo, is that the man, the myth, the legend, Joe, the lizard wizard in my chat right now? Hey, Joe, and a dab to you, my guy. And a dab to you. Wait, how do I do that thing? Wait, do I just spam? God damn it. There we go. Yeah. Can I get some of these weird-ass emoji icons in chat for Joe's arrival? If there's a lengthy conversation, it's Mudtooth. Very true. Exactly, Guilty. He doesn't like the procedural generation, but now he does. Flip-flop, flip-flop. Of course I noticed you, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're watching a garbage. Absolutely. Oh, Joe! You just got here. Joe. Oh my god, you need to see this. This is totally meme-worthy. Me and Chad have been making fun of this for a hot minute. Listen to this, and be sure to watch the video. Watch the visuals. I want to get your reaction to this.
In the right direction. This unintuitive approach extends to the hub area of Ward 13 too, where random NPCs and important vendors are treated the same. It's impossible to distinguish who's who without engaging in lengthy conversations with them. Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting.
Listen to what he says again.
NPCs and important vendors are treated the same. It's impossible to distinguish who's who without engaging in lengthy conversations with them.
Ava McCabe, gear and mod crafting. It's impossible to find out what they do without engaging in lengthy conversations with them. He says this while on screen, when you're talking to an NPC, when you're in their inventory, it tells you what they do. Oh, I'm waiting. Chat, I'm sorry, but I need to see Joe's reaction to this lunacy. I need to know his response. Yes. Very lengthy. Oh my god. And again, this video has over 100 likes and barely any dislikes when the reviewer says something so stupid and so objectively false. It's something else. It's something else. Oh, man.
For dubbed archetypes in game, you can pick from 5 to start with: Gunslinger, Challenger, Handler, Hunter, and Medic. Later on, you'll be able to unlock a secondary class, providing you with all the abilities and benefits of 2 different playstyles. These choices signal just the start of your build though, as new weapons and armor, combined with a trait system, allow you to customize your character in a variety of ways. Your choices really come into their own when you team up with friends for some online.
Yes, there is a starter conversation with every NPC, but, like, again, it's a couple sentences, and after a couple sentences, the player is given the option, do you want to see my wares? And then, once you click on, like, do you want to see my wares, do you want to see what I'm selling, etc., like, it brings up that menu that tells you what the NPC is and what they do. So apparently, like, a greeting. Basically, you go up to an NPC, they say, hey, friend. And then, usually, the first time you meet them, they go, hey, friend, and you go, hello. And they said, I'm so-and-so. This is what I do. Etc., etc. Oh, man. As a matter of fact, can I show Ava McCabe? Can I just show you how long it takes to, like, Remnant 2, Ava McCabe. Could I just show you? Here we go. You guys can see for yourself this lengthy dialogue he's talking about.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? God and my authority over me.
On this I do.
I swear to God
This
and my
time needs
mother.
you. You can't go wandering off after
You're
something
serious, aren't you? Alright,
that might
so
not
what
even
the hell is
exist.
this journey?
That's rich. What have you been doing the last 100 years then, huh?
Damn right it sounds
What the hell are you
crazy.
doing right now?
But that's how I know you ain't lying.
That's different.
Only Wally would
I'm
do
trying
that
to
to a
fix
person.
things.
Fine.
Things that you broke when you tried to
The only
play
reason
God.
anyone
That was
bothers
hard,
me is
God.
because
I was
I'm
just
good with a
following
hammer.
orders.
So
I didn't mean
either I can modify
Oh,
your
and that makes
weapons,
it okay.
She literally tells you what she does the first time you meet her.
or we can find a more
You know how
creative
many people
use for it.
died because you just
Tell you what.
followed orders?
I heard you
Of course
picked
I
up something
know.
strange on your little
think I don't
jaunt
remember
earlier.
that every
Maybe I can
goddamn
do
day?
something with it.
Trying to make things
And there we go, immediately into crafting. There's her name and what she does. And yet Liam here struggled to understand what each NPC does and what they sell. Anything more than hello is too lengthy for this fellow. Very true. Oh, we're so done. We're almost close with this garbage video, and then we can get to the other garbage reviews.
Online co-op action, where you can start to create some damage-dealing combos through different skills and synergies as a group. On PS5 at least, getting a team together is a little clunky at launch, with a broken invite system and a confusing matchmaking option. However,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Explain both. Showcase both. Provide evidence for both. You can't just say that and then not prove it.
PS5 at least, getting a team together is a little clunky at launch, with a broken invite system and a confusing matchmaking option. However, we expect these problems will be ironed out quite quickly. In addition,
No! Showcase the problems! Explain the problems! You can't just say this has problems and not show... What's wrong with the invite system? What's wrong with the quick play and matchmaking? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them?
Confusing matchmaking option. However,
How is it confusing? You click
we
join
expect these
game.
problems will be ironed out.
Guys, you click join game, you select your difficulty, and you pick from the available games. What is confusing about this? What is confusing about this, chat? Help me understand. What is confusing about this? You click join game, you select a difficulty, and then you click on what's available, or you hit quick play. 3 whole minutes, it's a miracle he survived. Broken, I had no issues with this game, unlike the last one. See, Prude, see? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking Liam. Fucking Liam. Please, man. For once in this fucking video, provide evidence for your claims. It's hard when you can't read. I feel like I heard you can't invite friends, but I think that was only on Steam. I've been able to invite friends through Steam, so I don't know what he's talking about. And Neo, hello, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's continue.
Quickly. In addition, the PS5 version lacks any real DualSense controller support. While the shooting remains satisfying throughout, it never goes a step beyond the standard rumble and trigger features. The adaptive triggers aren't taken advantage of whatsoever. It's a slightly disappointing omission, especially given that the game is only available on current gen consoles, but the good news...
Okay, I don't own a PlayStation, so I can't speak to this. So all my PlayStation players, all my PS5 players in chat, are adaptive triggers really that big a deal? Rob, hello, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, Rob. Yes, I saw Skill Up / Austin review is up. I have not watched it yet. I am going to check out that video when I can. That Polygon review drove me at the wall. Oh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to fucking Ian Walker's review soon enough. Christ. Oh, CWP. Who cares? Thank you, Beard. Who cares? Death rides, depends on the game, and this one, no. I turned them off because they're more annoying than anything. Oh, wow. So, again, even in a subject I have, like, no experience with, as chat says, it's either who cares, don't care, I turned them off because they're annoying, no, the triggers do not make a big deal, I'm playing on PS5, plays great. So even when it comes to PlayStation 5 specifics, something I have no experience with, Liam is still in the wrong. He's still in the wrong and full of shit. God, Liam, how are you this bad at reviewing video games?
News is that the balanced performance mode basically locks to a smooth 60 frames per second. There are options either side that improve the visuals or unlock the frame rate entirely, but the middle of the road choice seems best.
I just realized, what the fuck is this music in the background? You couldn't get some actual Remnant music, whether it's music from Remnant 1 or Remnant 2, because the composer for Remnant 2, Rob Westwood, has been posting the soundtrack in pieces on his YouTube channel. Yeah, so it's not that hard to find Remnant music or Remnant 2 music. What the fuck is this background music for the video? It so does not fit what's going on screen.
Available on current gen consoles, but the good news is that the balanced performance mode basically locks to a smooth 60 frames per second. There are options either side that improve the visuals or unlock the frame rate entirely, but the middle of the road choice seems best for a plain sailing experience. The only kicker is that Remnant 2 doesn't exactly sport the best visuals. Despite—
Shut the actual fuck up, Liam. You're actually insane. You're delusional. Remnant 2 doesn't sport the best visuals? Insanity. Insanity. Chat. What do you think? Apparently Remnant 2 doesn't sport the best visuals. All the people playing Remnant 2 in chat, have any thoughts on that? While I wait for all of you to give your thoughts, my thoughts, he's full of shit. Remnant 2 is fucking gorgeous. It's an incredible showcase of the power of the Unreal 5 engine. Like, oh my god, the lighting, the gorgeous lighting, the flashy special effects and particle effects, the texture work and the environments, the character models, the weapons. There's so much detail. Now that is BS. BS. Alright, I gotta head to bed. Take care, everyone. Sleep well, Prune. Sleep well. Thank you for dropping by. Glad to see you. Hope you sleep well, my friend. Kronos Prime. Nah, he full of shit. Yep. As I suspected. Oh, man. How do you make a claim like that doesn't sport the best visuals? Insanity.
There are options either side that improve the visuals or unlock the frame rate entirely, but the middle of the road choice seems best.
Not only cannot read, he can't see in general.
The only kicker is that Remnant 2 doesn't exactly sport the best visuals.
Delusional.
Despite running on some form of Unreal Engine 5, the PS5 title looks...
What do you mean, some form? It's Unreal Engine 5, not some form of Unreal Engine 5. It's Unreal Engine 5! Fucking weirdo.
Experience. The only kicker is that Remnant 2 doesn't exactly sport the best visuals. Despite running on some form of Unreal Engine 5, the PS5 title looks dated compared to its peers, with a lot of muddy texture work and poor quality character models.
False! Objectively false. Objectively false. Objectively false. Like, this isn't even like a matter of opinion, a matter of perspective, like something that's up for debate. That's objectively false. Anyone who plays the game can tell you that the character models, the texture work, it's fantastic. It's great. It's jam-packed, full of detail. It maintains the art style, set and presented in Chronos and in Remnant, and continues it in Remnant 2, but just ups the detail. It, like, significantly ups the detail. Ah, yes, the I'm a journal and know how engines work. Please look into your line work, reviewer. Oh, my Lord and heaven, God almighty. Again, like... Yet again, another lie from Liam, another thing he got objectively wrong, another baseless claim with no evidence to back it up. I mean, I'm just looking at your video footage, man. This is bad-looking visuals to you?
And while some environments are grand in scope and pretty to look at from a distance, the closer you get, the more lashed in they become.
Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Absolute bullshit. The amount of detail in these environments, like if you play Remnant 1 and then play Remnant 2, you will notice immediately the increase in the amount of details in the environments. There's more foliage, there's more debris, there's just more items scattered about, etc., etc. It's a massive upgrade from Remnant 2 is a massive upgrade from Remnant 1. Some form of Unreal Engine 5. What? There is some bootleg Unreal Engine 5 circulating? I know, Gaia, I know. Fucking Liam Croft, man. Liam Croft. Professional meme. Professional meme of a reviewer.
Okay, but bringing all of that together, Remnant 2 is better than its predecessor in basically every way imaginable.
Remnant 2 is better than its predecessor in every way imaginable. This is what Liam said at the beginning of the review. Hold up. Let me find it.
Players to encounter entirely different and knowing what to do next, more not quite realizing a project's Assassin's Creed 2. There are many more that almost make it, whether it's a result of not quite realizing a project's full potential or introducing issues the original never had. These games are just as enjoyable as they are disappointing. Remnant 2, a follow-up to the unexpectedly good Remnant from the Ashes, is one of those titles.
And now he says,
is better than its predecessor in basically every way imaginable, but
The game is disappointing and doesn't live up to its potential, but
2 is better than its predecessor in basically every way imaginable, but
then how is it? I can't with this guy, man. I can't. I fucking can't. I can't. Same review contradicts himself. The game is disappointing and doesn't live up to its full potential. It's better than the first game in every way. What the fuck? What the fuck, Liam? What the fuck? How do you exist as a person? How do you go about living your day-to-day life? Like, basic things like reading and seeing, basic comprehension and listening, like, seems to be beyond you, and you can't seem to make up your mind about how you, like, feel about things and perceive things. Are you saying it's shit or are you saying it's brilliant? Pick a fucking side, my guy. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But an even bigger focus on procedural generation brings with it some baggage. Navigation
You have not presented any evidence as to this baggage. You provided zero evidence as to this baggage. You have shown no baggage. You have made baseless claims and not backed any of them up.
is more difficult than it needs to be, while the UI
Whoa, where is that coming from? What?
brings with it some baggage. Navigation is more difficult.
Oh, sorry, navigation. I missed that part. No, navigation's not difficult at all. You're just a moron who didn't read his map.
Than it needs to be, while the UI leaves a lot to be desired.
There's nothing wrong with the UI. You literally just didn't read.
In the heat of the action though, Remnant 2 is a great, satisfying shooter that allows for lots of different team compositions through deep character customization. Get a few friends involved for some online co-op fun, and you have yourself an all-new obsession.
A 7 out of 10 obsession, apparently.
Thanks for checking out our review for Remnant 2. Let me know.
Wait, how does that make any sense? Hold up. How does this score make any sense? Okay. So let's try to look at this from Liam's perspective. And let me explain why this score let me try understand the score from his perspective. So, the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because he got lost and didn't know where to go. He didn't know what the NPCs did, and that annoyed him. And he didn't find the story engaging or interesting. So because of those three things, he gave it a 7 out of 10, and those three things knocked 3 points off the game. Well, okay. Well, I'll grant him this. If he didn't like the story, if it didn't gel with him, if it didn't, like, excite him, fair enough. You can knock a point off for that, make it a 9 out of 10. But there's no reason for it to be a 7 out of 10, because, again, the NPCs, they all clearly tell you what they do. Like, they tell you what they do, and when you're actually in their inventory screens, again, they tell you what they sell and what they do. So, knock off that point, should be an 8 out of 10. But then we go to, like, navigation, like, is bad. I don't know where to go, what to do. Literally your map, bro. Literally just open your map, and you will know where to go and what to do. Simple as that. So, knock another point off, add it back on. The score should be 9 out of 10, because the only reason it got a 7 out of 10, the only reason it's a 7 out of 10, the only reason it got this score is because Liam's a moron. This 7 out of 10 is not representative of the game, it's representative of Liam's stupidity. Oh, that's a good question, Guilty. Let's check the original Remnant. Because they said it's an upgrade from the first game in every way. Remnant review. Wait, how long has this channel been around? Oh, damn, it's been around for a long time. Jesus. Oh, I guess they don't have a Remnant review. Huh. Interesting. They don't have a Remnant 1 review. They have a review playlist. Oh, God. I just want to see the playlist. What's their first review? Oh, wow. They actually haven't done a lot of reviews. They've missed so many games over the years. Oh my god. No Man's Sky. They did VR reviews. Interesting. They did Doom Eternal. Yeah, they never reviewed the original Remnant. Never reviewed the original Remnant. But good looking out. Interesting question you brought up there. Oh, man. Jesus. So, that's the Push Square Remnant 2 review from Liam Croft. Garbage. Total garbage. Garbage video. Terrible review. The vast majority of his criticisms towards the game are not about the game. They're about himself and his inability to read and perceive. Maybe, Kronos. Maybe. I think that is why there's a big like from dislike ratio. The more ones that like this fought, Liam changed his mind afterward, but that's a load of crap. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that people didn't actually listen to a word that was said. I don't think they listened to a word that was said. I don't think they actually watched the video. I don't think the people who liked the video or left a comment on this video even watched the video. I think this is just a place where PlayStation fanboys go to gather in the comments. I think this is like a forum to them. Because I think any reasonable, logical person who watches this video, watches the review, and actually listens to what is being said will be like, oh, and anyone who plays Remnant 2, anyone who's actually played Remnant 2 and watches and listens to this video, they'll be like, wow, that's not true at all. This dude's lying. He's just wrong. He's just wrong. Again, the story is arguable. We can have a debate about the story. I argue it's good, but I'm biased and really like the story and world and fiction of the Remnant series. So I'm biased. But everything else, like the navigation, the NPCs, etc., like, again, it's not hard to comprehend at all whatsoever. Literally just look at the screen and read. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Background noise. Exactly, guilty. Exactly. Oh, boy. Well, we're not done with the garbage Remnant reviews just yet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick break to get some water, because I'm all out of water, and I need water. My throat is getting sore. So, I'll be right back. God damn it. Fucking water bottle keeps falling over. Alright, and we will get to this Steam review on Reddit, and then we will get to the now infamous Polygon review from Ian Walker. God, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, actually, just before I go, let's check Coffee and see if we've made any progress to the headphone fund. Any progress? View. Don't want to hear myself. I hate the echo. Any progress to the head? Oh! A little something from me to you, mate. Just out left here. Have you heard of the 18 plus game Wildlife? I have heard of Wildlife. I have indeed heard of it. Any cheers for cheers for the content? Any cheers for the content? Oh. Well, yeah, I know about wildlife, Chronos. I know about wildlife. I may cover it. We'll see. I'm not sure. I have to talk with some people first to like know if like, because again, when it comes to not safe for work games, you have to be careful. You have to be very, very careful, especially because like you want to make sure the people developing the game are not bad people, let's say, because there are some people who develop not safe for work games that are not good people, as I've showcased in my Operation Lovecraft videos. So I want to make sure if I promote a not safe for work game that the devs are on the up and up, if you catch my drift. Anyways, how do I see the specific donation? Hold up. How much? What are we at? What are we at? Oh shit! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chronos. So let me update the headphones fund just before I go get some water. Headphones fund. 30 out of 120. Partway there. Partway there. Thank you so much, Chronos. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. Quick water break. Get yourself some water if you don't have any, and I will be right back. Okay. I'm back, and what in the world is Beard Grizzly talking about in chat? What are you doing? What are you doing, Len? What are you doing? What are you doing? Mr. Beard Grizzly, what are you plotting? What is happening? What did you do? 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 You can't just say things like that and not provide context. What did you do? Beard, you can't just be ominous like that and not explain yourself. You have to explain. Why are you being ominous? Beard. Oh shit, okay, finally. My chat took forever. Here we go. Hey Ryan, did you see that Metal Gear Solid Collection requires a controller? Aww. Really? Aww. That's a shame. I was looking forward to that. I was genuinely really looking forward to Metal Gear coming to Steam and me being finally able to play it. Aww. Now I'm just sad. Now I'm just sad. Nah, dude, my own personal YouTube chat just took a while. Just took a while to catch up. So I'm not off the handle. I'm just sad, man. That's sad. I was looking forward to playing those. I guess not. Oh, well. Anyways, let's get to our next garbage review of Remnant 2, shall we, everybody? Now, as you all should know, or if you're not aware, you're about to be made aware of this, I am a centrist politically. I am a centrist. I do not believe in this right-wing, left... not believe, I'm sorry. Wrong word. I do not subscribe to this right-wing versus left-wing, black versus white, us versus them mentality. I find it extremely toxic and unhelpful, and it just makes the world a worse place because we're not able to fucking compromise and find solutions to problems because we're so fucking... Oh, 1 second. I was clicking the wrong thing. I need to update that. Like, again, there are some things on the right I agree with, some things on the left I agree with politically, in terms of social issues, economic issues, etc., etc. I am a centrist. So, I will make fun of extremists and morons from both sides of the political spectrum, and here... Oh boy, we have a guy who's maybe taken a few too many red pills. He's overdosing on red pills. The negative here from the official Remnant game Reddit, we have this interesting Steam review. Oh boy, let's go over it, shall we? The negative reviews of Remnant 2 have some of the funniest shit I've ever read. Oh boy. Very woke. Tons of shills mass reporting in the discussions. It's almost like they don't want to listen to your garbage. Anti-white rhetoric from a black female character. Okay, let's break this down bit by bit. So, anti-white rhetoric from a black female character. So, he's referring to Cass. Nothing Cass says is anti-white. You know what he's pissed off about? Cass says, old white guy, twice. She's using it to describe Andrew Ford. She doesn't know Andrew Ford. All she knows is that there is this place called Ward 13 where a bunch of people live, and supposedly there's this old white guy, and the reason she emphasizes, it's not the white guy she's emphasizing, it's the old part, because Ford has developed a legend of being extremely old, because he is extremely old. He's one of the longest living human beings on the planet due to the magic mumbo-jumbo of the World Stones. MLM, hello, welcome to live stream. This guy already sounds like Symphatic Man. Yep, right? Italian fucker, hello, welcome live stream. Glad to have you here. So, this guy's saying anti-white rhetoric from a black female character. The black female character in Cass, the anti-white rhetoric in question being old white guy. She is saying old white guy to describe Ford. It's not anti-white whatsoever. She's using it as a descriptor because all she knows about Andrew Ford is that he is an old white guy in Ward 13. But apparently, a physical descriptor, because that is the physical description of Andrew Ford. He is an old white guy. Objectively, he is an old white guy. Apparently, just physical descriptions of people, physical descriptions of white people are anti-white rhetoric now. Soul Card. I have to think that this is just some troll bait. I saw a lot of people trying to start threads about this in the discussion forums. Sad and pathetic. Like, get a life. Absolute losers. Wait, he said no. Synthetic Man said Tears of the Kingdom was woke because Link handshake another dude. Dude. This is levels of incel unheard of. Oh, God. I've been tempted to cover Synthetic Man. I've been tempted to make a video on Synthetic Man since him and his audience of, like, again, incel right-wing extremists. Anti-Semites and genuine Nazis. Like, it's tempting to make content because, unfortunately, these people, these extremists, these political extremists, right-wing political extremists in the gaming community, like, technically speaking, they are a minority. The majority of people just play video games, have fun, don't give a shit about politics. They're just there to play the game and have fun, hang out with friends, experience a narrative, etc., etc. That is the majority of people, but we cannot deny that there is a growing number of political extremists in the gaming scene. There just are. Like, you look at Synthetic Man's numbers, you look at all these other right-wing channels, and their videos, they're getting thousands of views. They're getting thousands of views. Like, look at Endymion TV, that right-wing grifter, the quartering knockoff Endymion TV. He's only growing. Like, he's literally just a knockoff the quartering who uses gameplay footage instead of his face. But, like, again, like, there's an audience. Like, he just regurgitates the same rhetoric and the same talking points over and over again. He just, like, makes basically the same 2 or 3 videos over and over again. And it works. It sells. Like, it's unfortunate, but there is a growing problem with extremists in the gaming community. Like, again, they are technically a minority. But, like, there's literally thousands of them, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of them. Yes, there are millions of other gamers who just play video games and just play video games to have fun, etc., etc. But I can't deny there's a growing number of these crazy people. There's these growing number of crazy people who are just, they're lost. They're lost. They're lost in the sauce. They've let politics and pedantics and semantics consume their life. Like, they're engulfed in the us versus them mentality, and now they can't live fulfilling lives. They can't live fulfilling lives because they're in this perpetual victimhood narrative. They're in this perpetual state of victimhood where everyone is out to get them. And this isn't just the right wing, left wing too. There are some people, extremists on the left, who believe everyone's out to get them, everyone's racist and sexist. And then we have these right-wing extremists. They're like, the left is in power. They're all out to get me. Everyone wants to kill white Christians, etc., etc. Like, all these batshit insane extremist takes. Look, the truth of the matter is, our governments are incompetent. They don't care about us. And the majority of people just want to live their lives and not bother with other people. They want to spend their time with their friends and their family, and they want to live their lives. That's the majority of people. Oh yes, Synthetic Man is a misogynist and a racist, absolutely. Anyways, back to this Remnant review before we get to the Polygon review. So, anti-white rhetoric from a black female character. Cass literally only says old white guy twice. Every powerful character is female. Objectively false. Every powerful character is female. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. You're telling me Ford isn't powerful? You're telling me the Keeper isn't powerful? You're telling me Fei Lin and Fei Rin aren't powerful? You're fucking telling me... Who else? Trying to think of names. The Custodian isn't powerful. Tal Rafa isn't powerful. Trying to think. Oh my god, yeah, there's a few bosses. etc., etc. Yeah, there's tons of powerful characters that are male. There are tons of powerful characters. Ford, Custodian, some of the boss characters, the Keeper, of course. My god, the Keeper is literally the Keeper of the Labyrinth, the Keeper of Realities. Before he got Clementine to help him out, he alone was keeping the Labyrinth together from the invasion from the root. Oh, the Ravager, thank you. Riggs is great. Like, Riggs is like help. We've seen Riggs in combat before. He knows his shit. Again, the game's not anti-white. Remnant is not anti-white. It has a diverse cast of characters, and some of them are white. Some of the most beloved characters, some of the most well-written characters are white. Mudtooth, Riggs, Ford. They're all white men. People love Mudtooth. Everyone loves Mudtooth. Mudtooth has the most dialogue out of any character in the entire game of both Remnant 1 and 2. Mudtooth has the most dialogue because the devs love Mudtooth and the fans love Mudtooth. Old white guy. People love him. Oh, and Brabus! Brabus, another great character and technically powerful male character, and who went on a redemption arc. He was a villainous bandit who murdered to sustain himself. But he came around, saw that what he was doing was wrong, reconnected with his father. There are genuinely great characters in Remnant that are white men, that are strong white men. So, again, full of shit. You actually examine the games, etc., etc. There is no anti-white rhetoric. There's no, like, again, and there are several powerful characters that are male. So, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I.e., Clementine taking charge as if she has some sort of Rambo. Motherfucker, did you not play the first game? Clementine literally lived on and survived on the world of Resum. Resum, where there's these angry, pissed-off rat men Vikings that hunt giants for sport. She and her guardian, she had to learn to survive on this frozen tundra, this harsh frozen tundra filled with rat men that were trying to kill her. And she had to help protect her and her guardian and try to survive the root. Like, holy shit. She's 132 years old. She's lived a long-ass life. First being tortured by people in the Dreamer program, etc., etc. Like, Clementine is a person with experience. She's lived a full life. She has experience. She's fought. She's survived. There is context for this. She's not a Mary Sue. She's earned her power. She has earned her power. She's not a Mary Sue. She didn't, earn her power from nothing. So, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The player character does have a bit of a personality, but they're fully customizable, and you get to pick all the important dialogue choices that, help define them in conversations with, quest NPCs, etc. So, they're a bit of a character, but also a blank slate. You get to fully customize them, Italian fucker. Anyways, and you're a clueless idiot. You're clearly not... Well, wait! First off, the fucking Wanderer... the Traveler, your character, the Traveler, is not an idiot. They have proven themselves, through the entire story of Remnant, they prove themselves capable. You solve puzzles, you explore these environments, you defeat these godlike bosses in order to help save the universe and take the fight to the root. So, you're not an idiot, but you are clueless. Because, again, you're a Traveler who's just been traveling Earth trying to survive, and then you go to Ward 13... and you meet Ford and Clementine, and they tell you about the World Stones, and then you travel to other worlds. So yeah, the player character is clueless, because they're a brand new player-created character coming into the world of Remnant and the events of Ward 13. So you are clueless, but there's nothing wrong with that. Most protagonists are clueless going into the story of a game, and you're trying to uncover the mystery. But your main character's not an idiot. So again... everything this guy has said so far is absolutely wrong, except the mass reporting. People are mass reporting because they don't want to put up with your fucking garbage. No one wants to read your garbage in the discussions. The Mary Sue Doctor How is Nora a Mary Sue? Her grandfather taught her about medicine. She didn't just automatically learn medicine. She wasn't just automatically good at medicine. Her grandfather taught her how to be a doctor. She's not a Mary Sue. A man literally taught her her skills. A man that she loves and respects, a family member, a male family member, taught her her skills. Oh my god, and this dude's such a fucking idiot. You're not paying her for medical care. You're paying her for consumables. She's an NPC merchant. What, she should give you consumables for free? And completely destroy the game's economy? So you should just get healing consumables for free. She offers free medical aid to injured people in the ward. But you have to purchase consumables from her because he's a merchant NPC, and this dude's complaining. Can't make this shit up, her word. You're a fucking idiot. She's offering free medical care, but you have to purchase medical supplies from her. She will heal you if you are critically wounded, but if you want medical supplies to take with you on the go, then you have to pay for them. That makes total sense and is reasonable. You're just an idiot. Again, you're clueless anyway, and you can make a female avatar. Very true, guilty. This dope doesn't even understand what a Mary Sue is. Exactly. This dude's a fucking idiot. Everyone praising the prior female mayor that's dead now. What is wrong with praising Ellen Ford? Ellen Ford was their previous commander and helped keep the ward together and protected them from the root. She's the one that directed the Wanderer, our previous character from Remnant 1, to the Red Crystal to find Ford and stop the root. Why would they not praise her? She protected them and helped lead their community for years. Why would they not praise her? You're a fucking idiot. Cass saving your ass left and right, she saves you once. She saves you once. She saves you once. From the train. From getting crushed by the train. She saves you once. Cass saves your ass left and right. I want you to keep in mind, Cass is only in the tutorial for 20 minutes. And then she's an optional NPC. Optional NPC merchant that you can go visit. She's in the tutorial for 20 minutes. She saves your ass once. Once from the train falling. Yes, she saved you in the opening cutscene. So what, dude? She saved you once in the opening cutscene. And your player character can be anything. You can make your player character a black female. And it's a black female saving another black female who saves you. What are you on about? She saves you once. Saves your ass left and right. She saves you once. Once. In a cutscene at the beginning of the game. Does not happen again. She saves you once. You're an idiot. You're delusional. While you're a clumsy, useless idiot, apparently. Dude. Your player character, the Traveler, goes on to travel to multiple worlds and defeat basically gods, and then for the first time ever lead an assault on the root homeworld for the first time ever. So apparently to this guy, our player character is a useless idiot because Cass saves you once in the opening cutscene. Even though we kill godlike bosses and attack the root homeworld, a frontal assault on the root homeworld for the first time ever done by anyone, we're a useless idiot, apparently. God forbid a black female saves you in a cutscene in the tutorial once, though. God forbid. So that was this Steam review of Remnant 2. As you can see, Remnant Reddit has been having a go at this. Gamer Guy fan writes, you have to genuinely try to be that pathetic, yeah? Having something like that live in your head, having something like that live in your head that hard must be exhausting. Seriously, though, who doesn't want to look at hot chicks doing badass stuff? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And can we just say that the female characters in Remnant 2 are hotties? They are all hotties. Like, in Remnant 1, we had Ace and McCabe. Hotties. Now, Ace, I don't know where Ace is. She disappeared. Now McCabe's become a MILF. Clementine, looking as stunning as ever. Nora, hottie. Cass, hottie, unless you're a racist. We have Nimue, giant elf goddess hottie. We have, I'm trying to think. For the furries, there's like, I don't know, the Pan Empress, I guess, if you're a furry. Fucking weirdos. Those kinds of people must be insufferable to be around. Yeah, Dang, imagine being intimidated by a game character. Some people need a hug, I guess. For real, Clem's intro was so cool. Yeah, when I first played the game, who's 16? Who's 16? Beard? Who's 16? Poor Nimue plays the oh my god meme. Who's 16? Who's 16, Beard? You mean Clementine? She's 132. Just because we get save one doesn't mean we are useless. What a mouth-breathing dipshit. Yep, very true. Clementine is not 16. She is not 16. She's 132. You know this. You're screwing with me. Oh, fuck off, Captain Formosa. Why would I look at, wait. Why would like to look at that? I really prefer watching alpha male muscles. Oh, yeah! Basically, what these weird incel right-wing extremists do is they expose themselves as being gay. No, I did not. You know this is objectively true, Grant. That Beard. You know this is objectively true, Beard. You know this is objectively true. Don't fuck with me. You know this is objectively true. Oh my god. She is an adult. She is a fully grown adult. Oh, man. Ugh. Anyways, enough of this. So, everybody, that's the garbage Steam review I got off the Remnant Reddit. Entertaining, very entertaining. I feel sorry for this person. Here's hoping one day they grow up and realize that this mentality and perspective is, like, just really bad for them. Just really bad for them. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. You should probably grow the fuck up. And now, on the other side of the political spectrum, we have a left-leaning extremist, Ian Walker. To give you an idea of just how lost in the sauce Ian Walker is, and just how much of a crazy left-leaning, unironically he is an SJW. I know the term SJW has been, completely ruined, destroyed by right-wing extremists because they call everyone an SJW who even slightly leans to the left. But Ian Walker is a genuine SJW, genuine lunatic. To give you an idea, oh boy, of the kind of crazy person Ian Walker is, as covered by Bounding Comets, Kotaku writer Ian Walker falsely claims Street Fighter VI will feature series' first playable black woman. Now, if any of you have played any Street Fighter games ever, you know that's objectively false. Like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? Oh, wait, I think there's more tweets here. God damn it. Maybe it's in the comment section? I saw someone write something funny. Ah. Oh, yes. So in this author's thesis, Kenyan is not equal to black. African American is equal to black. I am genuinely stunned. Now, this guy's not bullshitting. You want... Here we go. Where is it? For those of you who played Street Fighter, you know that the character of Elena is black. She's Kenyan. But apparently, to Ian Walker, only African Americans are black. This guy is so lost in the sauce in his identity politics that... And I want you to keep in mind, Ian Walker is a white guy. This is a white dude. This is a white as hell white dude. And this white dude, this liberal white dude, is telling you who's black. Like, telling you who is a black woman and who is not. Ian Walker, this fucking nerdy-ass liberal white guy, look at him, is telling you and me whom is and isn't a black woman. He is the arbiter of whom and who isn't black, apparently. Not just that. Fucking Ian Walker has been absolutely feeding right-wing extremists on YouTube for years. Like The Quartering, and recently Endymion TV, and so many other right-wing grifters, namely the right-wing grifter YouTube channel, the right-wing grifter YouTube channels. Ian Walker has been solely feeding them and providing them with content for years with his garbage articles on Polygon and Kotaku. Gatekeep skin color? I know, man. I know. I've been aware of Ian Walker for some time. I've read and seen many of his garbage articles on Kotaku and Polygon for years. Like, this dude has done so much to damage, like the culture, really. Because, like, his garbage articles are what his left-leaning extremist political articles are what have been feeding the rise of right-wing extremists on YouTube and on other social media forums for years. Ian Walker is solely responsible for fucking feeding the shitty political discourse we live in right now. Because right-wing grifters have been latching onto his articles from Kotaku and Polygon for years. Ian Walker has been funding right-wing grifters with his articles for years. In a way, Ian is a left-leaning grifter. Ian Walker is a left-wing grifter who feeds and supports right-wing grifters. I appreciate it, Inc. I appreciate it. Ian Walker, he's a garbage journalist. He's a garbage journalist. His opinions are garbage. His articles are garbage. He doesn't know how to fucking write. Wait, oh my god, is he the one that wrote that terrible PlayStation review? Hold up. I think he is. Let me see. Ian Walker, PlayStation. God damn it. Polygon. Is he the one? Oh my god, is it him? It was him! He's the one who wrote the infamous PlayStation Kotaku article where he doesn't even review the PS5. Where's the one? Where's the fucking one? No. Did they delete it? Where's the original review? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this the right one? Did he do the... Ah, here it is. This is the review. Ian, but does it really matter? This review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PlayStation 5, which is the most I've written about anything. It's a good video game console in there, and the combination of But I'd be remiss to ignore all the reasons not to be excited for the PlayStation 5, and then he goes on a tangent about the COVID pandemic, the presidential election, the riots, all the stuff going on in America. He goes on his own personal tangent in a PlayStation review, and the right-wing grifters, oh my god, did they eat this up? Right-wing YouTubers, there were so many videos about this PlayStation 5 review. They made so much money off this garbage article from Kotaku and Ian Walker. This is what I'm talking about. Ian Walker... Again, like I said, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say Ian Walker has almost single-handedly helped fund and promote right-wing grifter YouTube channels and the shitty left versus right discourse on the internet with his garbage articles on Kotaku and Polygon. This fucking... God damn it. Let me get him again. Kotaku. This fucking man, this liberal white guy political extremist, this fucking son of a bitch right here is solely responsible, well, not solely responsible, but one of the major contributing factors as to why internet discourse is so shitty because of his shitty articles. How this son of a bitch still has a job, to this day, boggles my mind. His articles are garbage, his opinions are garbage, they're divisive, they're inflammatory, and this motherfucker still somehow gets work, and is still, with his garbage articles, still funding right-wing extremists on YouTube. The left-wing extremists help prop up the right-wing extremists, and they just feed off each other, because they just keep talking about how horrible each other are, and they just keep promoting each other's content. Oh my god. Garbage. Absolute garbage. We're supposed to be talking about his Remnant 2 review, but I needed to provide this extra context. Christ on a cracker. Oh my god, is that the Lorian Locke? Oh my god, Lori, of all the streams for you to join, you join the stream where I'm going on a political tangent about left-wing and right-wing extremists and garbage articles that fuel garbage YouTube videos. I'm so happy to see you, Lori! Okay, I gotta promote all of Lori's stuff. Hold on, everybody. I'm getting links to all of Lori's stuff, because you gotta... go check out Lori. Hold up. Okay, there's her YouTube. Let me share you guys her YouTube. Go follow Lorian Locke on YouTube. Here is the link to her YouTube. And where's the link to her Twitch? Lori, you don't have a link to your Twitch on your YouTube channel. Is there a link in one of your videos? There is. And follow Lori on Twitch. Absolutely entertaining, hilarious streamer. She works so hard at what she does, and she's got some awesome content coming in the near future. So happy to see you, Lori. Anyways, yeah, everyone, go check her shit out. And now it's time for what you've all been waiting for. The Polygon review from Ian Walker. Garbage journalist, left-wing extremist Ian Walker. Here we go. Remnant 2 is a Souls-like without the soul. How is a game that pits a dog against Lovecraftian gods so boring? Projection. Ian, as usual, all you do is project. I'm over the post-apocalypse. Why'd you play the game? The game was advertised as a post-apocalyptic game. Why'd you pick up and play a post-apocalyptic game? You fucking moron. Why did you choose to review this game if you knew going into it you're over the post-apocalypse? Fucking cunt. Christ almighty. I'm over scrappy survivors scavenging supplies in abandoned car parks and office buildings. Why? Well, you don't even do that. You don't even do that in Remnant 2. That's in Remnant 1. That's in Remnant 1. You do that in Remnant 1, not in Remnant 2. Fucking stupid bastard. I'm over jaded urban explorers born after the disaster du jour, joking about dilapidated billboard advertisements from before times. As if they don't know what coffee is. They do know what coffee is. Cass knows what coffee is. They know what coffee is. You stupid cunt. Fuck you, Ian. You knew this game was set in the post-apocalypse. It advertised as such. The first game was set in the post-apocalypse. They're not allowed to do these things? I'm sorry that these things offend you, Ian. I guess writers and game developers aren't allowed to do these things anymore. Stupid cunt. I'm over sepia tones. What's with this flowery dialogue, you Jesus Christ. Use normal words. Use normal words that the average layman knows, you dumb bastard. Majority of people don't know what sepia means. Sepia tones? What does this mean? The average person does not know what this means. What is a sepia tone? A form of print toning in photography refers to warm colors produced... Wait, what sepia tones are nice? What's wrong with sepia tones in dusty streets? Never going fun. I'm sorry. Ian's bored of these things. Ian's tired of these things. These things aren't allowed to exist anymore. They can't be done well anymore. Dumb bastard. Oh my god. We're off to a great start. Fucker. Remnant 2, the sequel to the 2019 sleeper hit, which is also set in the post-apocalypse, was the irradiated straw that broke the camel... Was the irradiated straw that broke the two-headed camel's back. For you, not for everyone else. Fuck off. While the game's post-apocalyptic adventure also takes you to less despondent locales, including ornate palaces, lush forests, brutalist labyrinths, and fiery slums, every world you visit in Remnant 2 contains example of social downfall. Yes! The game's called Remnant! It's called Remnant! It's about the remnants of society. It's about post-apocalypses, you dumb bastard. The game's called Remnant! It's about the remnants of societies, not just of humanity, but of other civilizations. It's showing you different versions of post-apocalypses in other fantasy and sci-fi worlds. The game's called Remnant! It's in the title! You stupid fuck! Oh my god. In each of these areas, you partake in third-person shooting mixed with the evasive tactics popularized by From Software games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Okay, you run, you gun, you dodge, you roll ad infinitum, sometimes even breaking up the action with special powers depending on your chosen archetype. Wait, every archetype has special powers. What the fuck are you on about? Every archetype has special powers. And it's not just the archetypes, you have the weapon mods. You have powers. And what do you mean sometimes? You can build around those powers. You can make builds where you're just constantly using skills and weapon mods. Oh, God. Remnant 2 tells the story of several human-made catastrophes. Remnant, fucking... Ian Walker, you are a professional idiot. How you make money off of just being fucking stupid and sharing your stupid-ass takes with the rest of the world? Why does anyone hire this fucking stooge? He's such a moron. These are not human-made catastrophes. These are the catastrophes of other civilizations, of other, like, alien civilizations. These are not human-made catastrophes, you stupid fuck. Are you telling me the Dran in Losum are human? Are you fucking telling me the Pan in Yesha are human? Are you telling me the Drazir and Narud are human? You stupid, dumb bastard. These are alien species! They're not humans! This is so obvious to anyone who plays! You fucking moron! Ugh. Some sudden, some plotting like our own, connected to an interdimensional evil known as the Root. Some of these worlds have nothing to do with the Root whatsoever. Corsus has not... In Remnant 1, Corsus had nothing to do with the Root, was not tied to the Root whatsoever. In Remnant 2, Nerude and Lawsome, both those worlds have nothing to do with the Root whatsoever. You either journey to them by accident, or you need to journey with them to defeat powerful beings to take their power and help use it to travel to the Root homeworld. Yes, Yesha has to do with the Root in Remnant 2, because Yesha has a full-blown Root invasion going on. Yes, in Remnant 1, Earth, isn't being invaded by the Root. Rom was previously invaded by the Root. Yesha is currently secretly being invaded by the Root. God damn it! Fucking Ian Walker, professional moron, professional idiot, gets paid to be an idiot. These are basic story details. They're not all connected by the Root. Fucking idiot. The spread of the plant-like entity was apparently slow during the events of the first game. Wow. Their spread was stopped on Earth. Yes, they were cut off from Earth. But they're still, spreading to other worlds and trying to take over the Labyrinth, etc., etc. So I'll give him a bit of a pass here during the events of the first game, but its tendrils continue to creep across the Remnant multiverse. This is true, laying waste to countless realms in an inexplicable crusade to snuff out all life save its own. Over the course of the sequel, you travel from planet to planet, each broken and crumbling, looking for tools to defeat the Root, and eventually taking the fight to its source despite constant assurances that the phenomenon is unstoppable. What? From who? You only... Oh god, this is spoilers for the ending of the game. I won't spoil the ending of the game. I just want you to know he's wrong. He's objectively wrong. There's no constant assurances that it's unstoppable. It's proven to be stoppable in the last two games, Remnant and Chronos. Jesus Christ. As someone who neglected Remnant from the ashes, why are you playing the sequel? Why are you reviewing the sequel if you didn't play the first one? I didn't expect to go into Remnant 2 expecting to understand everything from the jump. Why'd you go into Remnant 2, period, if you didn't play the first one? Ian Walker, professional idiot. Good God. Heck, I thought I'd be lucky to grasp even half the proper nouns treated with reverence by the largely foreign to me lore. But I tried. I really tried. No, you didn't! You didn't play the first one! If you really tried, you would have played the first one! You didn't try at all! Ian Walker, professional idiot. What I encountered, however, was an overly convoluted, MacGuffin-heavy story dead set on explaining nothing. It explains everything, you dumb bastard! How... Ian Walker, professional idiot. It explains everything. Literally. You talk to Ford, you talk to Clementine, you talk to the Keeper, you talk to the multiple NPCs. They are happy to explain everything. It's optional dialogue, but they are happy to explain it if you ask the questions. Christ on a cracker. Jesus Christ. Even worse, it makes a habit of falling back on that very same complexity as an excuse to avoid arranging its tangled plot threads in an applicable canvas. Explain? One sec. I'm going to read ahead. Does he explain? Nope! He makes a claim and then provides no evidence, doesn't explain the claim, of course. Ian Walker, professional idiot. I'm okay with a dense narrative presented by cryptic, unreliable narrators. It's one of the several things Remnant 2 attempts to poach. Fuck you, you cunt. And he's, of course, from the Soul series. Fuck off, Ian Walker, you disingenuous cunt. Dark Souls did not invent cryptic, unreliable narrators. The Souls game did not invent this storytelling technique. You fucking disingenuous, intellectually dishonest, ignorant cunt. Ugh. A group of games I love enough to still be holding out hope for a Bloodborne sequel. Nobody cares! What that have to do with a Remnant review? Shut the fuck up. But even original lore concepts are treated as so complicated, they're really not. By ostensible, all-knowing characters that they often give up trying to dumb them down halfway through the conversation. That's a lie! Objectively, as someone who's played the game, listened to the dialogue, and actually read this, lie. Absolute lie. Objectively false. Ian Walker's a moron, and he's a liar. Leaving me more unwilling to put up with the game's cliched post-apocalyptic trappings. Fuck you cunt! Everything is cliched! Everything's been done before! I'm so tired of people using cliches and tropes as negatives and critiques. Name me your favorite story of all time. I will tell you how it is cliched and tropey, and how it was inspired from something else. Everything is cliched, everything is tropey, nothing is original, everything is borrowed and inspired from something else. God damn it. Muddled story aside, there is no muddled story, you're just an idiot. Remnant 2's basic gameplay elements are still very much feel like the result of someone getting high and wondering, man, wouldn't Dark Souls be cool if you had an AK-47 instead of swords? Like, this is such bad faith. This is so bad faith. This is so... What's the word for an ungenerous? Words for ungenerous. What's the word I'm looking for? Uncharitable. That's the word I'm looking for. This is so uncharitable, so bad faith, so uncharitable. That it's so petty. There's a hint of malice to it. Like it's not like this is not like I don't like this is not what I look for in a video game review. This is not what I look for at all. Like this is not fair and balanced. Yeah, you can literally use a sword and make melee builds. That's true, Beard. Very true. And while they're not as flagrant, as the reception to Remnant from the Ashes led me to believe, the borrowed hallmarks are obvious. Okay, so what? Run-of-the-mill enemies ambush you and swarm you in deadly groups. I want to stop reading this. I want to stop reading this garbage. Run-of-the-mill enemies. The Remnant games, both Remnant 1 and Remnant 2, have such a diverse cast of enemies. Such a diverse cast of enemies that do different things, have different attacks and abilities. They're not run-of-the-mill. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ian Walker, and fuck off with your garbage takes. Run-of-the-mill. Fuck off. I could easily say that Dark Souls enemies are run-of-the-mill. Oh, it's just a bunch of zombies and skeletons and knights. But that would be dishonest. Because there's so much more to that. There's the animations, there's the lore behind them, there's the detailed texture models. Dark Souls does not have run-of-the-mill enemies, and neither does Remnant. Fuck off, Ian Walker, professional idiot. The world resets at bonfire as checkpoints, yes. Movement is tied to a stamina gauge. Dark Souls didn't invent that. I just want to remind you all, stamina gauges existed before Dark Souls. They did. So I don't like this bullshit that fucking Dark Souls invented stamina gauges. It didn't. Ugh. Bosses attack with telegraphed movements that must be studied, recognized, and been avoided with invincible dodge roll. Dark Souls didn't invent this. This was in games before Dark Souls. The Souls games just popularized this. Ugh, Christ. These are mechanics that are allowed to exist in video games, and you are allowed to replicate in your game. Ugh, Christ. In a mechanical kinetic sense, the genre... Oh, portmanteau. Oh my god. Again, the pretension, the ego, the narcissism, the snootiness. Who the fuck says portmanteau? For those of you who don't know, portmanteau means a word blending the sounds and combining the meanings of two other words.
Portmanteau.
Say it. Google.
Portmanteau.
Oh, my headphones are dead. Sorry. This is why I need new headphones. This is why we have a headphone fund. Let me turn them back on. There we go.
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau. Again, no one talks like this. No one uses this fucking word. It's just pretentious and snooty. No one uses portmanteau. Jesus Christ. Works well enough, but progressing from Remnant 2 never imparts the same sense of accomplishment that comes from finally getting through a difficult area in Sekiro. Fuck off, Ian. Fuck off. You are projecting. You are projecting. Obviously, that's not the case. If it didn't provide the same sense of accomplishment, we wouldn't see so many goddamn positive reviews on Steam and other positive reviews across the board. Now, if you personally aren't satisfied, say that. I personally didn't find the game fun. I personally didn't find the game fulfilling, but that's just me. But that's not what he's saying. Progressing through Remnant 2 never imparts the same sense of accomplishment that comes from finally getting through a difficult area in Sekiro. He's making an objective claim here. He's saying that if you play the game, it will not give you this sense of an accomplishment. He's implying that this is fact. He is implying that this is the case, that this is an opinion, that this is the game. This is how you will feel when you play the game. All he has to say, I personally was not satisfied with the game. I personally didn't find the game fun. Like, when I played the game, it didn't feel fun to me. That's fine. That's relatable. That's understandable. But no, you're projecting and making a claim as if it's an objective fact. Oh my Christ. Or figuring out the ultimate strategy for defeating a boss in Elden Ring. A lot of this comes down to the game's formulaic combat. I'm done. Nothing about Remnant's combat is formulaic. What other game has weapon mods? I don't know any other game that has weapon mods. I don't know other game that does archetypes, that does classes like that Remnant does, or does multi-classing like it does. I don't know any other game besides, like, I don't know, fucking Dead Space and maybe Warframe, where you can seamlessly switch to third-person shooting to melee attacks and melee combat on the fly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not reading the rest of this article. Ian Walker is a scumbag and an idiot. Oh, and by the way, even though Ian Walker says Remnant 2 is a Souls-like without the soul, even though he doesn't like the game, doesn't recommend the game, he's still making articles on the game. 9 things you should know before starting Remnant 2. How to get the Meridian handgun. What is the trait point cat in Remnant 2? Remnant 2's depiction of mental illness surprised me. Again, he doesn't like the game. He doesn't recommend the game. He's making articles and guides about the game. I don't like this game. It sucks. I'm still going to make articles and profit off it. Absolute scumbag, left-wing grifter, absolute left-wing grifter. Let's read what Reddit has to say about his article. And then I think I'm going to call it a stream because I've been streaming for over 3 hours and I am hungry. I am a hungry boy. Oh my god, I need to eat. Polygon's scathing review of Remnant 2 comes off as extremely spiteful. Yeah, definitely. I think, Dracul the Mad, I think, put it best here in his little post here on Reddit. So in summary, never played the first one and bounces off the settings and storytelling as a result. True, very true. Doesn't seem to like the premise of gunplay Souls-like. Also true. Thinks the sequel to a game that launched before X other games is too similar to X other games, despite those elements being things it is carrying forward from the first game in the series. Admits he might just be grumpy because he's dealing with a apocalyptic heat wave right now. Did I miss anything? No, Dracul, he got it right. By the way, here, what he's talking about? Again, because Ian Walker, being a professional idiot and man-baby and self-obsessed egomaniac, in his Remnant 2 review, out of the blue, just says, real-world moment into Remnant 2 launches doesn't do any favors either. It took me 16 hours to finish the game's campaign, planning early morning, late night sessions around the climate change, including California heat wave. No one cares about this, Ian! They're coming to a Remnant 2 review for a Remnant 2 review! They don't want to care about how you're planning your sessions, about the heat wave in California. That's not my problem. Nobody cares! You fucking self-obsessed egomaniac. This fucking left-wing extremist, left-wing grifter, this fucking identity politics ideologue, self-obsessed egomaniac, fucking liberal, skinny-ass white boy who thinks he knows better than everyone else. Fucking white boy telling other people who and who isn't a black woman. Fucking racist, fucking absolute scumbag. Just letting people know, hey, here's what's going on in my personal life in your article reviewing Remnant 2 for an official gaming outlet. Absolute scumbag. So yeah, do I have I don't think I can oh wait! Oh! I do have a Reddit account. I had no idea. I don't even remember making that, so I'm gonna give him a point. Dracul is totally in the right. I'll give this a point. Admits he might be a little grumpy because he's dealing with bodily heat wave. This is the weirdest part of all. Yeah, it sucks that this guy has a heat wave, but I don't give a fuck. This heat wave has nothing to do with the game, and the world isn't centered around California or the US in general. Exactly. That's another thing. Ian Walker is a self-obsessed American. All he thinks about are his American problems and American issues, even though he writes articles for news outlets that are like worldwide outlets. As a Canadian, or a UK citizen, or someone in South America, or in Japan, or anywhere else, they do not care about your American politics or your American problems. They are here for the games. Make a blog. Make your own personal blog if you want to share your personal life. Don't use a video game... Don't use a video game journalist website. Don't use these video game... Shoot, what are they called? Video game journalists? Yeah, don't use these video game journalistic outlets as your personal blog. They are not there to be your personal blog. You are there to share and communicate the news. Fucking goddamn it. Sorry, chat. Let me read what you guys have been writing. You guys never heard of DMC. Screams, yeah. That's a grift right there. That's wild. Yeah, that mental health one was basically, it's nice because instead of killing inmates, you kill nurses. I also didn't realize he wrote that one too. Now, I would love more action RPG that's more Souls-like. Still, these articles are pretty bad. Yeah, they're pretty bad. It certainly has been hot as fucking Cali lately. He's right about that, but other than that, is one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen on the internet. Yep, this guy sounds like he wanted to be a left-wing news journalist, but had to settle for game journalism, so he just ejects his politics into his right. Basically, that is basically Ian Walker. That is basically Ian Walker. The formula is get good at dodging and learning the attack patterns before adapting. Exactly, Def Rides. Exactly. Formulaic. Jesus Christ. Granted, I didn't have a good time with Remnant 1, but if people enjoy it, that's fine. I just didn't have fun with it. I'm glad it's been given a chance, but wasn't for me. That's perfectly fine, Slicer Shed. That's perfectly fine. It's a video game. Not every game is going to tick everyone's boxes or just feel good to them. Again, that's perfectly fine. But that's not Ian Walker saying it's a bad game. So, there's a difference between calling a game bad and saying it's just not for me. I don't like it. Journalists and game journalists switch places. Yep. He makes us all look bad. I absolutely hate people like him. Same. Ian Walker is a scourge on the internet. He makes left-leaning individuals look bad, and he just feeds the right-wing grifters with his articles. He single-handedly funds their bank accounts. Ugh. Yeah, well, the review seems to really center around the guy more than anything else. He is the greatest commonality amongst all points. Exactly. If I was Polygon, I wouldn't want this guy writing reviews. He comes off as unprofessional as fuck to write a review and mark a game down because of something totally unrelated. Exactly. Also, everything else he's written for Polygon revolves around Nintendo games. Yeah, good choice, Polygon. Exactly. Why does, like, that's the biggest strangest thing of all before we start wrapping up this stream. The biggest, strangest thing of all is why do they keep why does Polygon and Kotaku keep hiring Ian Walker? Why do they keep hiring him? All of his reviews receive a metric shit ton of criticism. They always receive criticism. They always receive backlash. Even if you look in the comments of Polygon and Kotaku articles, even left-leaning individuals are going, dude, what you said was fucking dumb. No one likes Ian Walker. No one likes Ian Walker, but he somehow still gets work, still gets hired, still writes articles. Doesn't make any sense. All he's done is harm gaming discourse online. And his article, his review of Remnant 2, is fucking garbage. Absolute garbage. Oh, man, my throat is sore, and I am a hungry boy. So, before we wrap up this stream, everybody, let's just see if there's been any more donations, and if we reached our... Holy crap! Holy crap on the cracker! Someone just... Oh, that's so much... Oh my god! Massive! A massive donation! Oh my lord! Hold the phone. One sec, guys. Hold up. Let me see. I just want to confirm who this is. Kronos Prime! Kronos Prime, thank you so much. Kronos Prime basically just single-handedly helped me afford some new headphones. Thank you. We beat the goal, guys! We surpassed the goal. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Cronus Prime. I owe you big time. I'm going to get a nice pair of headphones that aren't falling apart, and I can continue to work and actually be able to hear the things coming from my computer. Oh, man. Oh, I appreciate the kind comment, Ink. Thank you for the nice comment. Appreciate it. Oh, Beardall's right. They also receive plenty of hate clicks. It's the value that he brings. Probably gets more clicks than reputable journalists because humans are spiteful. Very true, Beard. Very true. It's literally the, like, everyone listens to me no matter how dumb my suggestions are. Yep. Yep. Man, well... I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. This was a surprisingly very successful live stream. We got way more viewers than I was expecting, and we surpassed the donation goal. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed me ranting and raving and critiquing some terrible garbage Remnant 2 reviews that, like, just awful garbage reviews. In conclusion, not everyone will like Remnant 2, because, well... Not everyone's gonna like every video game ever. That's just human nature. But Remnant 2 objectively is a quality, well-made video game that I personally highly recommend. I'm gonna be playing more of it and expect a full, in-depth review in the future. I'm also thinking of making some tier lists or some like top 5 lists, going over my favorite weapons and favorite bosses from the game. Actually, before I go, chat, would you guys like to see more Remnant 2 content from me? Would you guys like to see some Remnant 2 tier lists or top 5 lists? Let me know in chat. What would you guys like to see? Videos about the Remnant, videos about the weapons from Remnant, or about the bosses? Since, so just before I go, chat. I'll give you guys a chance to chat with me here and give me your feedback. Do you want Remnant 2 videos? And if you want Remnant 2 videos, do you want videos about the weapons or the bosses? Or both? Do you want both? Wait for a moment for you guys to catch up, because there's going to be a stream delay. I do whatever I want. I appreciate that. Why not both? Okay, fair. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Give it a second more. Well, I don't know what your personal issues with Remnant 1 were, Slicer. I'd recommend watch some reviews. Watch some reviews, watch some gameplay footage, maybe watch a stream or something. Just watch some gameplay and see if it tickles your fancy, see if you like what you see. I just recommend do some research and see if Remnant 2 improves upon the first one in the ways that you want. One of each? Okay, okay. Beard, when are you going to do some Remnant 2 content, my dude? I'd love to see some Remnant 2 lore content. Hell, and if you won't do it for your YouTube channel, at least do it for mine. Oh, sure, I could do... Yeah, okay, so both. Alright, so expect more Remnant 2 videos in the future, guys. I will do more Remnant 2 videos if there's a demand for them. But I do have other games I need to play, because keep in mind, I still do have a partnership. Well, I guess an arrangement. I have an arrangement with Keymailer, so they're still giving me free indie games, so I do need to play them and cover them in live streams or in videos in order to keep getting my indie game access. So yeah, I will have to stop playing Remnant 2 for a bit to play all those indie games I've been given. Also, I really need to play Deadlink, because Deadlink finally came out of early access, and it's one of the best first-person shooters of the year, so I certainly have to cover and promote that game, because I love that game, and you guys need to check out Deadlink as well. Okay, so check out Remnant 2, check out Deadlink, check out whatever other indie games you're going to see me promote. Oh, just, by the way, guys, I think I already said this in a video, but just in case, if you ever see me promoting a game, and I bring up, like, oh, I received the key for free from Keymailer, I will not make videos on games that Keymailer gives me for free if I don't like them. I will only make videos on indie games Keymailer gives me if I like them. I'm not going to, like... So, just so you know, like, integrity-wise, honesty-wise, I will only cover games and make videos on games. I will only... promote games I get from Keymailer if I believe they are genuinely good games and I like them. So, just keep that in mind, in case anyone's been, like, suspect or something, like, hey, he's doing a lot of indie game reviews from games he's getting from Keymailer for free. I would only make those review videos, those videos promoting those indie games if I like them, if I genuinely think they're good games worth promoting. So I just want to put that out there. Okay, anyways, I have to go eat. I am hungry. I will talk to you all again soon. More live streams in the future. More videos in the future, hopefully sometime soon. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with me so late. I'm glad the stream did so well. So happy to see so many familiar faces and new faces. So I'll see you again in the next live stream, in the next video, whatever my next piece of content is. Alright. Later, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Later, later, later. See ya. Hola. No, aloha. Aloha means good. Hello, hello, and goodbye. Yeah, that's right. Au revoir. Au revoir. Alright, the stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2,